Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table, where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little, get that wine in your system, fill your glass a little. Expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. They addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, then you want invited. Bet your friends watching in the house and your job parking lot before you clocking. They don't wanna miss a second of this HT content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn your back and tell you sorry, try again. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
Hey everybody, what's up? How is everybody doing? I hope everybody is okay. Happy Tuesday, right? Let me double check, child. Yep, it is Tuesday and it's the end of the month. So y'all know what that means as content creators. Y'all better get that content. Y'all better get the content to contenting, okay? Today, because after today, basically the time goes in for, the AdSense checks that come out the next month on the 21st. And as I can tell, a lot of people is getting that content in today, and we're going to discuss some of that content. But yes, on the way in, please come on in and like and share the video, please, and thank you very much. Y'all let me know how my sound is, because I do have a new microphone. So please let me know if my sound is okay or not. Let me adjust this arm closer to my face. Okay. And welcome everybody. What up, Chakra King? How you doing? Hey now, hey. Now I just want to discuss a few things that I heard today. Let me just say, hold on one second. Give me 5 seconds, y'all. Make sure y'all like and share the video. Give me 5 seconds. All right, sorry about that. But yeah, so make sure you guys like and share the video. You know your girl is on the way to 9K. So definitely would appreciate you guys sharing the video, liking the video, getting your girl into the algorithm and whatnot. But and of course, if you're new here, please make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell. People are hitting me up in the back end. That's why I was told y'all to hold on for a second. But I'm telling them I'm live now. Okay. All right. So what's up, Mel? How you doing, Sugar Wugga? How you doing, love? Now, I do have the link drop just in case anybody wants to jump on the link. I know other people are live, but y'all know how the hood table is. I get in where I fit in. It don't matter if I got 10 in here or 20 twin or 50, 60, 70. I don't care. I'm going to get in where I fit in and get my commentary. And then if I miss anybody, I'll just go back and watch them. And if somebody misses me and they want to come back and watch me, they can, do so if they want to. But let me go ahead and turn off my notifications on my phone because it is blowing up. Oh my God, YouTube is so different. And so is StreamYard, and so is Facebook. Like Facebook, I got like 10 Facebook accounts, for my businesses, for my personal page, for my family reunion page, my high school reunion page, my dance page, just all kind of things. And everything is so different. I'm just, it's so weird. But anyway, let's get into this, y'all. First of all, I want to say, again, a lot of us gave our condolences yesterday when we found out that, let's be honest, had passed away. I just want to say again, my condolences to I'm sorry, about to say RNY because that's the name of my title, but to Nurse K and the family and friends, the loved ones of Let's Be Honest. I didn't know her very well, so I'm not going to get on here and pretend like I'm giving this, big old announcement, this grieving thing. I don't know her like that, but I do know for certain that people that I'm really, really cool with, including Big Red Slaps. Big Red Slaps, he was really cool. He really fuck with, let's be honest, and other people. So I do know that a lot of people are hurting right now. And for that, I'm gonna say again, my condolences to her family, her friends, her loved ones, Nurse K, and my friends who are really cool with Lesby. And let me see who's in the back here. I'm pretty sure it's you, baby. But I have to always throw the banner up, child. Hey, Mel.
Melly Mel.
How you doing, boo?
I'm good. I saw your title. I'm like, let me see what's going on.
Child, it's so much going on. And I honestly haven't had time to watch a lot because I've been so busy over here. I mean, just today alone, I had somebody over here checking out my yard. I had somebody else measuring my property line because I'm getting a privacy fence. I had somebody else over here measuring my yard for retaining walls because I'm getting a new retaining wall. And then I've been working on t-shirts. I made like 30 t-shirts today. It's been super, super busy, so I haven't been able to watch as much as I can. But one
Mm-hmm.
thing in particular that I did watch was Envy and RY. They had went live, and hold on, let me go over because I want to say exactly what the title of the video was because Envy be changing his video titles like all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, Man Code TV. Okay, so the title of his video today was titled Lemon, I'm going to do this one. Hold on, let me read it right. Lemon, I'm going to do this one time in front of the scenes. You change voluntarily or by force.
Change what?
His behavior online.
Okay.
Hey, you 34. How you doing? And what up, Tay, baby? How you doing, love? Make sure you guys like and share the video on your way in. Now, I
Did
was over there
some
watching.
specific spark this or?
Well, see, what had happened was Lemon had, I guess he had went live or he was on somebody's panel again. I haven't watched everything, so y'all keep me honest in the chat, right? Y'all know I don't like to lie, but I had heard that he had went to a hotel because I guess him and his mother got into it because his mother has been under a lot of I don't want to call it pressure, but for like the last month or so, people been calling her, blowing up her phone, cussing her out, sending her
Harassment.
pictures and videos of Lemon, on YouTube. So you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And
Been
what up,
harassed.
Mayor of Detroit?
It's
Salute, huh? Salute.
it sounds like kind of like they've been harassing them.
Right. They've been harassing her mom. And even just today, they said audio. Was it audio or was it Ken? Keep me honest, y'all. It was either audio or Ken who called his mama today. And then I find out that Rico the brat, the Puerto Rican one, not Rico the barber
Yeah.
from the B sector, but the other Rico. I heard allegedly that he called her mom today and straight cussed her out.
Yeah, they said he was
So
calling them before.
yeah, and I did not know that. I knew that audio and I knew that audio and Kim was making phone calls and they calling each other sisters and brothers and wives and all that kind of shit, right? Aunties, uncles, grandpas,
Mm-hmm.
dead ancestors. They just calling everybody, right? So thank you. You know what? He U34. He U34. Hold that right there. Make sure I get he U34. Make sure I get back there. Okay. Okay. And so, they've been, making phone calls and harassing his mom and stuff, which I think is really, really wrong. I wish they would stop fucking doing that.
Yeah.
I
It's
wish they would
unnecessary.
stop fucking doing that. Now, it's one thing to dox. It's one thing to check on the courts and get your court papers and do commentary on your court shit. It's one thing to do stuff like that. But when it comes to calling people fucking parents and kids and aunties and grandpas and shit like that, I don't like that shit. I
Yeah.
really don't. I really wish they would fucking stop. And I like Ken. I really, really do like Ken. And I know a lot of people don't like him, but I really do like him. But I just wish that they would just stop harassing people, parents. They don't deserve that. And if my mother was alive, I would be so fucking pissed.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean, I
because
would be
even though
so fucking pissed.
Lemon claimed his mom is a G and but still, that's got to be
But
nerve
it don't
wracking.
even matter. It don't
Get
even
on your
matter.
nerves.
My
Yeah.
mother was not a G. My dad was. My stepdad was. But well, my dad still is because my real dad, biological dad, he's still alive. My stepdad, who was with my mother from the time I was 4, he passed away. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? But he was a G. He's from the street. He's a gangster. But my mother wasn't. She was a church girl.
Yeah.
Me, if my son, I ain't gonna hold you. If my son or his brother, either one of my sons were to have this shit done to me, yeah, I'm from the streets. I'm from the gangster environment. My family on all sides, my side, my dad's side, my stepdad's side, all of us was in the fucking streets. So we grew up like that gangster mentality, fighting and all the thugging out and the hustling and all that kind of shit. But that
Mm-hmm.
don't mean that it's okay to call me my mom is a gangster. She ain't gonna, what can I
Yeah.
do if somebody just blowing up my phone?
Because that would get on my nerves.
It would get on my motherfucking nerves. I mean, yeah, I could go and I could call the police and I could get the numbers down and they could trace it and all that kind of stuff and, try to get you a investigator or whatever. You can do that and shit like that. But I mean, there's not a whole lot you can do when somebody stays in another state. It ain't
Right.
the same as somebody fucking in my motherfucking city calling me all the motherfucking time and we just pull up on their ass.
Yeah.
It's not the same.
No.
And a lot of people do this fuck ass shit because they're not in the same city.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people who live in the same city don't do that fuck shit. Ain't nobody in your city gonna be blowing up your motherfucking phone and you just be like, hello? Hello? No, you're gonna try to roll up on their ass. You're gonna try to catch their ass slipping. Or you're gonna call the police, take the police directly to their house. So I don't want to go on and on about that, but it's just I wish they would stop.
Yeah, I agree.
Stop calling people mamas. Everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody. His mama old. The nigga already like 40 something, even though he at 20. But his mama gotta be at least 55. Let's give her grace.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to say she was no teenage mama, but
Right,
55, 60, 65,
Yeah.
around that age. Working hard, taking care of her shit while he ain't over there working and shit. Leave her the fuck alone.
True. Yeah, I had heard a while back before Ken and all of them got started that Rico was calling them.
And I did not know that. I really didn't know that. But it doesn't even, like I said, it don't matter who's doing it. Just please stop, y'all.
Yeah.
I mean, just please stop. Leave the mamas and the daddies out of this shit. They didn't sign up for this shit.
That's true.
Let Lemon, let him motherfucking thrash out, do his drunk lives. Y'all arguing, fighting, beef, and all that kind of stuff. But leave the parents out of it, please. I'm begging you guys. And I don't come on here and beg too much.
So are they saying he went to the hotel because the mama was fed up with all of that, or what?
Well, I didn't really hear what the reason was. I just heard that he said they was arguing and he needed some space. But after he had went to the hotel, his mother immediately called him back like the same day or the next day, begging him to come back home or asking him to come back home.
So this didn't happen today?
It happened I think he went to the hotel yesterday.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yep, and he paid for a whole week because he didn't know how long he was going to be there. Then there was an issue where they didn't want to get him all his money back because he didn't not clock out. He didn't leave the hotel early enough, before a certain time, when you're supposed to book out or whatever you call it.
If he paid for a week, they should give him at least 4 days back, right?
Well, I guess they didn't want to get him that day back.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah, and again, y'all keep me honest because I didn't hear all of it. But I'm just hearing bits and pieces from here and there. And so my thing was when I got on YouTube today, when I finally had time to sit down and rest and eat and put something in my stomach, child. I mean, I've been delivering t-shirts all day, just all kind of bullshit, right? So I sit down and I see Envy and R&Y is over there, and I'm looking at the title of the show, and it said, Lemon, I'm going to do this one time in front of the scenes. You change voluntarily or by force. And I'm like, hold up. Let me check in and let me watch this shit because I know this ain't what I think it is. I know they ain't over there talking about they gonna admit or you know have Lemon admitted into some type of institution.
Because APS is that Adult Protective Services?
Yeah, it's like
Okay.
Adult Protective Services or I don't know. They was like when Envy and RY was, and see, this is the thing. See, part of my title of the show is threatening APS on Lemon, and then also if he does need help, right message, wrong messenger.
Right, because do they really care?
See, the reason why I say wrong messenger, and you can let me know what you think in the chat. Of course, y'all can let me know what y'all think, and of course, I got the link dropped so y'all can hit the motherfucking link if you want to. Okay, it's the end of the month, and we're gonna run these numbers up for the AdSense check. The 1212, right? Just like everybody else doing.
One time for the one time.
One time for the okay. And what a bird, and what a room shaker. But we ain't clickbaiting over here. Not today, not ever. All right. So, child, this just I don't know. This just has struck a nerve with me. So let me tell you why I think it's the right message, wrong messenger. Now, it might be the right message if somebody really thought something was wrong with Lemon.
Right.
You need to get help. You need to do this. You need to do that. But the thing is, a lot of people on YouTube has already tried to give Lemon advice. He don't want it.
Including
He
him.
don't want it. He don't want it. He cuss you out.
Right.
He call you all kind of names. He block you. He drop you. He don't want it. One thing that I truly believe is that Lemon be putting on a fucking show.
I believe that too.
I truly believe that. I done heard Lemon on more than one occasion say, I am doing this for the entertainment. I am doing this for the culture, and I love to be the center of attention. Lemon used to take acting classes in high school. Now, I do believe that he's a motherfucking drunk, and that his liver might be in jeopardy, and other parts of his motherfucking you know, what do you call it? Insides or body parts? Okay, y'all know. Right. I didn't do that good in health and science and anyway. But I really do believe that he can use some help as far as drinking. But the way they were like making a scene was like something's wrong with him mentally. Even how he's been making those sounds that he say he got from Clyde. He just put his little spin on it. He put his little sauce on it, kind of revamped it. I do think that he's really doing that. Other people are like, oh no, he's making fun of people who have mental issues, like people who have what is it called again? What is it called? Kids or adults who have autism. Yeah, they say he's making fun of autistic people. I'm like, how the fuck did y'all get that? When he literally didn't start making those sounds until he started doing lives and shows with Clyde Diva.
So do Clyde really make those sounds?
She makes sounds like that, but she don't do it like him. Like I said, he put his little spin on it, but she does say like, she does do that.
I know she talks, with pauses a lot when she talks and stuff. So.
Yeah. And she do make little sounds, right? Okay. But he just putting like 20 on 10 when he do it, and he's just doing it to annoy motherfuckers. Like people done told him, why the fuck you keep doing this? Even your own supporters is like, would you stop that shit? He said, nope, y'all. I'm tired of y'all trying to tell me what to do and tell me what to do on my channel and trying to run my channel and quit telling me what to do.
Cause you know what's crazy? I was listening. I love some Bertha May. So she came live today and she was talking about it. And it was like, I ain't heard no sounds, but then I hadn't really been watching him either.
Girl, every other 5 words is Every quit talking about my mama. Fuck y'all motherfuckers. Kiss my ass. I'ma do what I want to do. It's like every fucking 5-10 word. Yeah.
Oh my god.
And it's so bad that I can't watch anymore. I have to get commentary from other people. So that's why I say keep me honest, chat, because I can't sit there and keep listening to him saying every few damn seconds in his commentary. I can't do it. Yeah, Clyde does a lot of sighing noises and things like that too. And Austin said, that's what I don't get the point about the chump. Why keep having the conversation with him to get him to change? He's not going to change. Forget that weak chump.
Yeah.
Clyde does a lot of those noises. What up, Drip Zone? Hey, Linda B. Well, alcohol can cause brain damage. Alcohol can absolutely cause brain damage. Do I think any of us need to be on here trying to force somebody to get help? No.
The thing is, like, do you really care?
No, and see that's the
You
thing.
can't
Like
really care if he was just threatening to, you know.
that's go ahead, please go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah, we just went through all this stuff with the live talking about the bazooka and all that. And now all of a sudden we concerned.
The mayor.
What up? What up, though?
Hey, how you doing, boo?
I'm all
Hey,
right. I'm at. Hey, how you doing? I'm gonna be real quick.
Okay.
The sound that Clyde Diva makes is That's the only sound that she makes.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
She
Yep.
don't do all that. She don't do all that. She don't do that constantly. That's all I want to say.
okay.
Thank you, hon.
All right, then.
Thank
Thanks
you,
for having me.
hon.
Up. Appreciate you.
And that I'm glad you did that because for the people who don't know or might not watch Clyde, and all of a sudden, like somebody actually, the mayor, somebody who wasn't on YouTube for a minute, hit me up 2 days ago and said, "When did Lemon start making those noises?" Like people don't understand. I'm like, just recently,
Linda B,
and
I
it is
agree.
weird. It is weird, but I don't think that's a reason to call somebody and force him to get help. I don't think that's our responsibility.
Yeah, because my thing is, if I was really concerned, I wouldn't be doing it live anyway. I would
Thank
be
you.
trying to get him some. This don't sound like no concern type shit.
Thank you. It doesn't sound like no concern type shit to me. And I know Envy. I watch Envy. I watch RY, but I gotta keep it all the way hood because that's what we do over here on the hood table. I
Mhm.
think that was just for some motherfucking content and some
Yeah,
clickbait. Just like they said in the chat. I
yeah,
think it was
'cause-
for some content and some clickbait. Now they over there talking about, they heard Lemon over there going off on Pizza Channel because the what's her name? The lady who just came out after 10 years and she says she's going to the mom, what's her name?
huh?
Uh fuck. Hold on. I'll find it real quick.
What's the backstory?
Hold on.
Okay.
If somebody get it in the chat quicker than me, please drop it in the chat. Attorney Mom speaks. Attorney Mom speaks. She hasn't been on here in like 10 years
Yeah,
because
she must
just
been way for my time. 'Cause I don't know her.
yes. Thank you, Gemini. Thank you, baby. And Attorney Mom Speaks was trying to talk to him today on Pizza Channel. This is what I heard. And, talk to him about how he be acting on YouTube and all this kind of stuff. And they was like, if you don't do this and if you keep drinking, you might not be here long. And they was like, I'm just trying to save you and shit like that. And he was like, I don't want to be saved. I don't want to be
No,
saved. And so I guess Envy and other people was thinking like maybe he's saying that he don't want to live anymore. I'm like, y'all,
no, he's saying he likes showing his ass. Let him do it.
thank you. That's all he's
If
doing.
you want to watch, watch. If you don't, don't. I think that's his message.
Yeah, thank you. Drip Zone. Drip Zone said even though you're concerned, sending a wellness check can end up getting him arrested.
Hmm.
And I don't think he has brain damage, Brown Beauty. And I don't know if that was you that was trying to hit the back link. But yeah, he just started doing that shit. Hold on, let me make sure this is Brown Beauty. Let me put up a picture, hon. I always gotta be safe.
Yeah, he
Hey,
ain't got
Hood
no damn
Table.
Brown
brain.
Beauty.
Hey,
Hey, baby.
Hey, Brown Beauty.
how you doing? Girl, I
Good.
had to come up here when you said that about R and Y and Envy.
Come on,
You know,
child.
I like R and Y. That's my home girl. I like them as a couple. But my thing was, I heard the tape. I wasn't in the live, but I heard the playback. And he definitely said he had intel. Like that was definitely to me blowed out of proportion. And
Mm.
it was nothing but clickbait to me,
That's what
but
somebody else said. Yep.
Yeah, because they was just saying, I don't even want to hear his name. I don't want to see it, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, but now you going to call APS because you this, I mean, that's crazy.
I
yeah.
mean, when I go ahead, I'm sorry. Go ahead, babe.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say the last part of my title that says maybe it might be the right message, but wrong messenger. I say that because now Envy is coming out here. I don't have no hate for you. You know, I just don't want you to hurt yourself or harm yourself. And RY, she's up there. Oh my God, I'm holding back tears. I don't want to cry and keep talking about it. And I'm like, first of all, I know we're all human and a lot of us do have a heart. But if I really think somebody's going to come and shoot me or kill me, I'm not up here going to advocate for them to get no help.
I don't give a fuck what happened.
I'm not going to give a fuck what happened
damn
to you.
about what happened to you.
You threatening my life. If I really felt like somebody threatening my life, and then I'm going to come up here and talk about, I'm going to save you. I'm going to save you. It is the wrong, if he really needs help. I'm just saying it might be the right message, but it's from the wrong messenger, because just weeks ago, y'all was calling all around the world at I, from your state to his state, calling all the authorities and whoever, and, coming on here, going live. He threatened me, playing the video, making this sound real serious.
Mm-hmm.
And now you're trying to get him some help.
That felt like a nothing burger, didn't it?
Yeah, well, see, not only that, but okay, but I'm sorry, this is just funny to me. Like he was doing all that, but they still be watching his shows. They still be doing commentary off of him. It's crazy because, see, I'm the type of person, and I said this many times. If I really don't fuck with nobody, if I really think somebody that did something to me is to the dirt, I'm not going to have your name in my mouth. I'm not going to be doing commentary on you. You ain't going to be on my platform. I'm not going to be on your platform. I don't care if you get hit by a motherfucking car. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
I don't understand. And it comes off looking very well. It comes off looking very well fake.
Yeah.
Yep. Just like you said, when you start trying to attack me and you trying to reach me in real life, you done took it off of here. Now I done start making phone calls and whatever, because now I'm feeling like my real life is in danger. Why am I advocating for you? Only advocating I'm gonna be doing is for you to get arrested.
Do you know how many
advocating I'm gonna be doing?
Do you know how many motherfuckers I might have got into it back in my street days that had it for me? And I didn't see them later on drugs and just do it. You know what I'm saying? Like in my own city, in my own community. I ain't out there advocating for no bitch that wanted me this or try to whoop my ass or try to do this and do that. Shit, that's what your family and friends for. And that's what I come to next. Like, I feel like if anybody really was advocating for Lemon, if they really wanted to get him help and all that shit, everybody else calling his mama and them, why don't you call his mama and them and talk to them and sit down to them and see if y'all can have an intervention instead of coming on YouTube and saying this is not for content, but it is content. That you trying to help somebody.
Trying to get that woman evicted, instead of trying to get the baby taken, y'all should have been calling some mental health places. Y'all should have been telling his mama he needs some help.
And if his mama don't feel like she need help, like Lemon said today, when he was so pissed when he heard over on Pizzas, he going back and forth with Ghetto on Pizzas, and Pizza said, Envy over there threatened to call APS on you. So Lemon was like, okay, let me not do what I did with VS and get, tagged, bragged, and bagged, because I went with what I heard. Let me go over here and talk to Envy and see if that's what happened. And Envy let him on the panel.
I was going to say, Envy said he could never come on his panel no more. You mean he let him come on the panel?
He was pissed. He was like, what the fuck is you talking about? Ain't nothing wrong with me. I keep telling y'all motherfuckers I'm doing this for entertainment. Like,
right there. The fact that
he's doing it for entertainment.
The fact that he even let him come on his panel, because, he swore up and down that Lemon would never hit his link again. That same shit Lemon be doing to other folks, talking about something ain't nobody hitting his link no more. And they'll be over there the next day.
And see, that's what I'm talking about. A lot of people play them games, and to me, all this shit is entertainment, right? I don't try to make this shit too personal with my own life, because I have my own issues just like everybody else. Okay, right. So I don't try not to digest internally too much of this shit. But
Right.
I gotta call a thing a thing. And I think when you say this ain't content, but you doing content, if it's
Yeah.
not content, you should do it
It's too
behind the
much.
scenes.
Yeah. You
Right.
digesting too much of this stuff. You need to back up a little bit. That's what I think when people do stuff like that. Like you saying it ain't content, but yet you doing content. You know?
Yeah, it sounds like they
I hate
trying
when
to
people
create
say
a
that. It's not
reality stuff.
content, but I'm doing you hit that live. Once you hit that live button and open up your mouth and
It's
got people
content.
in your chat, it's content. You getting paid off that video. It's content.
That's
Mm-hmm.
right.
And then with APS, if it's anything like CBS, you don't usually call unless you feel like the person can do harm to himself or others, right?
Exactly. And that's why somebody said in the chat, even if you think hold up, Drip Zone said it, even though you're concerned, sending a wellness check can end up getting him arrested.
Yeah.
Because what if somebody comes out there like Envy, like Lemon came in real hot on Envy's panel today when he heard that they were threatening to call the peoples on him. And he was like,
Mm-hmm.
why the fuck would you do that? That's not my business. Why don't you mind your own business?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they could definitely take him out of there right then. You say the wrong
Exactly.
trigger words, they will take him out of there right then.
Yeah, it'd be one thing if they actually heard him say something about unaliving himself or somebody else. But I mean, y'all already then came out with the bazooka bullshit. What you got now?
Well, trust
as,
me.
as proof that he's
Right.
gonna do something.
Trust me, I don't believe that Lemon will bust a motherfucking grape to RY or anybody else.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
To
I don't think
RY
he's
or
going that
anybody
far
else.
either.
Like
Right.
I
I don't
said,
think
I'd be
Lemon
more
goes
scared of
either.
that little. I'd be more scared of that little motherfucker on Martin. You know the little snot nosed little Martin
Yeah.
that be coming
Uh-huh.
up to the door fucking with Gina and Pam. I'd be
Uh-huh.
more afraid of
Was
his
it
snotty nose
Roscoe?
motherfucking ass than Lemon.
Yeah,
Was it
Roscoe.
Roscoe?
Lil
She be
Roscoe.
scared of Roscoe.
I'd be more scared of little snotty nose ass Roscoe off of Martin before I be scared of Lemon.
Or Creed, the dog?
Or Cree Christopher, whatever you call him. Christopher, whatever. Yeah, Lil Roscoe. Lil Roscoe.
Yeah, I don't think Lemon I don't think Lemon is aggressive at all, honey.
Oh,
I
no,
think
he
like
could be
you say,
showing
he
out.
like he say, he just he acting. He entertaining.
And I believe he got an F in acting in high school because he's not good at it.
Oh no.
He flunked it.
You know what? What up,
Linda
Queen
B.
K? How you doing,
Linda B
Teron?
said, Linda B said his patois is terrible. It really is.
Oh my God. What up, Unconscious TV? And is it Taryn or Teron? I want to make sure I say it right. And what's up, Queen K? Hey Cosmic Girl, how you doing? Linda B laughing at us. But no, seriously, I feel like this. If you really concerned, go to his parents, talk to his parents, call his mother with a whole bunch of respect. Say, this is such and such. I'm just calling. I know people been calling and harassing you. I'm not trying to do that. I'm calling you because I really think your son needs some help. I'm not going to come on YouTube and say, because the title of Envy's live says, Lemon, I'm going to do this one time in front of the scenes. You change voluntarily or by force.
Like he gonna listen to his mother.
So is that what he's doing it that way? He's sending the people?
You do it voluntarily or by force. That's a threat. That sounds like a threat. That sounds like a threat.
How you expect him to respond to this?
Have him take him out of there just so he can act the way you want him to act?
Right. And you don't
don't let his ass be drunk. Don't let his ass be drunk, and then the police or the authorities or I don't know who the fuck comes with APS. But they come to your mama house. Let his mama be up there. His mama crying. You know, no, please don't take my son. I mean, can you imagine what could happen if Lemon is drunk or lack of sleep or he up there fighting and trying not to go? His mama trying to. I mean, can you imagine?
Yeah.
He won't be going to no hospital getting assessed. He'll be going to jail.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, Linda B. And thank you so much for the Cash App. Thank you for supporting the goals, Gemini. Gemini gave us another one. Thank you so much, Gemini. I appreciate you.
Gemini.
Thank you, babe.
Yeah, that's
But
crazy because y'all just RY just said she reached out to the local police department and wherever he lives. So you gonna call them same police and tell them you worried about him?
I mean, how did
After
that
you said
sound?
he had a bazooka.
Oh,
I'm
ma'am,
just saying.
you mean a
If
nigga
they
that
be
said he got a bazooka?
Yeah,
Now you think he gonna hurt himself and not you?
and you worried about it?
Uh,
Only bazooka got, but lemon
Gemini,
got is some darn gun.
that's
Gemini,
what I
Gemini
said.
showing out, y'all. Gemini showing out. She done sent another one.
Let's go, Gemini.
Thank you,
That's what I
Gemini.
mean. You know, they say these trigger words and it can take the whole situation to a whole nother level. And then you the same
Absolutely.
person that you said made a report about he had a bazooka.
Right.
Like, come on.
That
I'm
makes
not
no sense.
calling, getting no help for nan nigga.
Mm.
If
Yeah.
they threaten me with a bazooka,
Right.
a
I'm
9,
scared for my
a
life. I shouldn't even be
45,
watching you. I'm scared for my life. I shouldn't
I'm
even be
scared for my
watching
life.
you.
But let me tell you this, okay? Let me just put this out here, right? Y'all listen really closely, okay?
Mm-hmm.
RY called the people and whatever on him, called his state, her state, whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's
Right.
terrified for her life. She went live, did a couple of videos. You know, Envy is advocating for her and all this kind of stuff, right?
Yeah, he
So,
crossed the line.
so even though a lot of people don't think that Lemon will bust a grape or that he will even go anywhere near her state, now imagine how people on the outside looking in might feel because you didn't call all these authorities and ain't nothing happened.
Right.
Ain't nothing happened. But now if something do happen and they do go and pick his ass up, he'll be off of YouTube. He'll be maybe put somewhere, and ain't no telling he'll be off of YouTube. Do y'all see where
Mm-hmm.
some people's thoughts might go as to the real underlying reason why they might have done this or
Mm-hmm.
threatened this?
To take them
Mm-hmm.
off. Yep.
Yep.
Am
It's
I the
because
only one? Am I the only one?
No, that makes sense. Definitely
But then
makes
you
sense.
send the threat. You say either you gonna change or else. You send the threat because that's threat. That's a threat. How
So,
And
Envy
thank
wrote
you,
his
Dana,
title.
for the super chat. Thank you so much,
But
Dana. I appreciate you, babe. Thank you so much.
so let
but
me ask
like
y'all
you
this.
said,
Y'all think
when you play it out, you hit it right on the nose. They wanted them off of YouTube, right? Everybody
oh,
screaming he shouldn't even be on here.
That's
right.
what I'm saying. A lot of people want him off of YouTube. A lot of people have been striking his channel, flagging his channel. I mean, calling. He can't make no money on here.
Mm-mm.
They now he got issues at home because his mama been called, the apartment. I mean, everything that can be done to this nigga can be done. And now y'all threatening that if he don't get help, y'all gonna force him to get help, and y'all ain't even
Whatever,
related to this motherfucker.
Don't even live in the same
whatever
fucking
help
state.
y'all think he need. Whatever help y'all think he need.
Right. Because I was gonna say, is Envy gonna call and get some help for DD Loop Loop?
I don't know because Envy, Envy. Now, I ain't gonna hold you. I watched Envy and RY. I mean, I
Mm-hmm.
was so excited, and I'm still excited to see all that she's gonna do to her Girl Talk show.
Yeah, me
But
too.
this right here, my nigga, this is some bullshit.
You call it
That's
like
what
you
I
said.
said. Me too. This
And when
ain't.
Lemon
I
hit that
still
panel,
watch. I watch them. I've even hit their panel. I'm always dropping down, but this right here, something in the milk ain't clean with this. Something in the milk ain't clean with this play.
man, when Lemon hit that panel and started going in and asking questions why they doing that to him, it seemed like Envy, he was kind of, I don't know what you call it, backpedaling, pussy popping.
Mm-hmm.
Because when Lemon was telling him who he had in his corner, like his sisters and his other brother, and different people like that, our Envy was like, well, I didn't know you had people. I didn't know you
See?
had others that care for you.
Wait a
I
minute.
didn't know you had somebody in your corner. If I had known that, I mean, do we have to know that he might? I'm sure this nigga got friends and other family
But wait,
members. I mean, we all do.
Charlie
didn't
said,
they just
"Did you
call the
see
people
them?"
on his sister? Didn't they just call the people on his sister?
I think that was
But
Ken
how?
or
So what do you
audio.
mean? But
Wasn't
I'm
that
just saying,
Ken
what
and
do you
audio?
mean? What do you mean you didn't know that he had people that cared for him?
I thought
What
that
do
was
you
Ken and
mean?
I thought that was Ken and audio.
Yeah, they
No,
were
I'm
going
just
back and
saying,
forth.
I'm referring to what Envy said. He didn't know that Lemon had people that
Oh.
cared
Well,
for
see,
him.
Look,
that's what I'm saying.
Charlie said they didn't
What are you
made up
talking about?
already.
Like,
Charlie
what are
said
you
they
talking
done made up
about?
already. They cool now.
Yeah, we heard. Yeah, we heard that they had I was there. I saw that they had a
So,
conversation.
so
That's not the
everything
point.
got
That's not the point of the video,
everything got
though.
resolved when you was over there.
Yes.
See, I'm thinking we still going in hot. What? It's done.
No. Lemon had. That's why I said when Lemon went over there hot. Like, why would you do this? Ain't nothing wrong with me. Why is y'all so concerned? Why is y'all pressed? Why is y'all this? Mind your own business. Stay out of my business. I'm doing this for entertainment. Woo, 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 woo.
So wait a minute. So you telling me that Lemon ain't mad no more?
They done made up already?
Child.
No, that wasn't real.
Child.
That wasn't real.
That's that shit I be talking about. Like the things that people be doing to people on here, and the things that people be threatening to do to people on here, and then they come right back. They hit their panels. They on their panels. They chumming it up. They kumbaya. All that kind of bullshit. Hold on, let me make sure this is Charlie.
What's his own channel?
But honey, this stuff be making me think like it's all a
Charlie,
damn
that's you.
play.
It's me, girl. They made
Okay.
This
up.
stuff
Yeah.
makes me feel like they all working together.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I'ma start-
Y'all falling out and making up too goddamn quick for me.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Now, R&Y was not up there and has not said her side about that situation.
She was up there in the beginning.
In the beginning, but when him and Lemon had the one-on-one, it was just he put R&Y in the back.
But R&Y already said what she had to say, so that part don't, you know.
Yeah. But I will say this. I didn't catch that part. I just woke up from my nap.
Yeah, well, if you would have caught that part, R&Y is over there. Oh, I'm about to come to tears. Oh, I'm about to cry. Oh, he needs help. We need to do something.
Oh my God.
But not
Sweet
from
baby
somebody
Jesus.
that you said was just threatening your life. Why do you
Wait.
care?
I'm still
He
mad
going
for Lonzo.
after. Now here's the crazy part. Now I got to tell you, this is the part y'all gonna laugh about. So he left MB, said he was gonna go take a shower. Then he went over to ODS. So he's still over there.
Well,
Still ain't
before
took
he
that
even
damn
went-
shower.
So
He
he
still
before
ain't
he
watched
even
his
went,
Wow.
but before he even went to Envy's, he was over at Pisa's when he found out, because Pisa said they gonna call APS on you, Lemon, and because Lemon was over there arguing and going at it with Ghetto, and so then Pisa said, "Oh my God, Envy's over there. He got a title saying you get help or else they gonna force help." And so
And then before
Pisa
that, he was at
told him.
Lolo's.
So Pisa told him, and then Envy, I mean what's his name? Lemon went over to Envy's, and then Envy said, RY, you can stay on the platform or you can stay in the back or you can, whatever you want. And so RY said, I'll just sit in the back. In the meantime, I'll just sit in the back. So she sat in the back, and then ZX Grown Folks TV came up in there, and he said a little bit to Lemon and all this kind of stuff. And then Lemon, started, basically he didn't want to hear anything grown folks had to say. So he just came up there to talk to Envy because he wanted to know why was he hearing that they was threatening to get APS on him if he don't get help.
The thing is, though, for that, they have to prove he's in a manic state, and he's a danger to himself or others.
Right.
Now, if in case they were to take a few of the lives when he's drunk and he's spurting, they might, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to prove without a shadow of a doubt they're a danger to themselves or others. So I don't know if that's going to work because his state doesn't have the Baker Act. They have the 5150. That's all they got in California. See,
right.
State,
And that's what Pisa said. They gonna call 5150, or they threaten to call 5150 on you.
Mm-hmm. And a 5150 is basically a mental health hold, 24 to 48 hours.
Right.
And that's if they decide to take you, though.
But why
But
threaten
what if
somebody
they
with
go?
that? Somebody off of YouTube that I don't think that's our responsibility.
No,
I
and
don't
here's
think
the
that's our
bad thing.
responsibility.
The one reason I would tell nobody to do that on here, unless you know for a fact they are a danger to themselves or someone else, like they're threatening suicide or something. The reason I would tell you not to do that, and try to get in contact with family, friends, people closer.
That's
And
what I was saying
this
earlier.
is
Call his
if they're
mama. If
in,
y'all think he needs an intervention, why just go straight to threatening somebody that we're gonna call the people
how
on you?
many people have been unalived by police when they're in a manic state, right? When they're in the mental health crisis. I'm not even talking about limit at this point. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about in general. Be careful doing that if you're not close to the person. You're doing it from the internet. If they're in a manic state, because a lot of people get unalive that way. I'm just saying. Be very careful. 5150 and people. Try to contact someone close to them and get them help or that way or something, because we've had way too many of our well, I say our people, you know what I mean when I talk about that, but people with mental illness taking out this world because of calling for a mental health check, and when somebody's manic they may have a weapon or do something. You get what I'm saying?
But I don't
And
think he has a mental problem. I
I
really
don't
think
either. It's
that
an
he's on
alcohol
here
problem.
he's just acting a fool. That's what I think. He's just acting a fool. And he has told us a million times, I'm doing this for the entertainment. I'm doing this for Lemon is acting out the most that he can because he needs to. First of all, he needs the money. And Lemon will do anything to get that money. He will
Yeah, I
go
wasn't even
live
talking about
9,
Lemon.
10 hours a day. He needs to get money. He needs to help support his mom. He got this court issue going on. He ran into that building. You know there's going to be court fines and shit like that. He needs to make that money. I don't think that he's mental. I don't think that he needs to be locked up. I don't think none of that. I think that nigga on here just showing out because he wants to show the fuck out. And so if he just wants to show the fuck out, either watch him or don't watch. That's how I feel. Like, I
I've
don't
been
think
having
that
it.
any of us should be calling the damn or threatening somebody to do anything with themselves.
That's
Like that he got family. He got real family. He got real friends, even though he might be on here all day with y'all. But he do has real family and he has real friends. If his mother don't see a reason to get him put somewhere and she live with this nigga, what makes it all right to think that he do? And then on top of that, you just basically said that he threatened to unalive you. So how is this going to come across the authorities and CPS if he says, well, this woman just threatened me saying that I tried to unalive her and she called the authorities and she called my state and her state and whoop 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 and now she's trying to get me locked up. You see what that looks like?
You know what they're going to say? Unless it is a credible threat, and if they had a back and forth, if there was words exchanged, the police going to tell you that it was a back and forth. You have to quite literally, the only thing that she could have, if she had recorded the credible threat, not a bazooka, I'm talking about actually saying, I'm going to unalive you. You know what I'm saying? That is considered you could use, but you'd have to use it right then and not wait, if that makes sense. Like, you have to take it to the authorities. And it has to be a serious, credible threat, not somebody that lives so far away and they don't have the funds to get to you, right? It's just words. But yeah, it's they're going to say it's a back and forth on the internet.
I mean,
That's what
look
they're
at
going to tell you.
a lot of people feel like I feel like this is what people are going. I'm talking about from the outside looking in, from what they did today, and from what they expressed earlier about Lemon and how they feel about Lemon. But now you're threatening him that he better do this or y'all gonna do that. Like, you first, came out here, he threatened you with a bazooka, woo, 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 woo. People's like, well, why you didn't call the police? Why you didn't press charges? Why you didn't do this? Why you doing that? And then now it's, oh, well, you're acting up too much. We're gonna do this if you don't get help and get you locked up. And what does your mom's games 228 say in the chat? First the bazooka cops, now this. It seems like Envy itching to call authorities on Lemon.
Well, you know that the Adult Protective Services only is for like people who are on a check, not mentally all there. People who
Well,
are
we know what
special needs.
know what it's for. And that's basically what would happen is like you would literally tell somebody he's a danger to himself, he's a danger to other people. I think y'all need to go and do some type of investigation or something like that. People know what APS means, but it's like it from the outside looking in, from people looking in, this is what people is going to think. They're not like going to understand. They're not going to take it as this is like authentic. Like this is, you really care about him. You really, what I'm saying? After somebody threatened to unalive you, your words, not mine, but and then you're out here, oh well, he's acting too wild now. We need to call he can get help or we gonna get him some help.
Well, now they
It's going to make other people believe that it's some ulterior motive, or either this is like people have been saying this was clickbait and just for content.
It was for content.
I know, but he said it wasn't content. And we already know when you say it ain't content, it's content.
If it's not content, I'm going to say this right here.
You go behind
the scenes. Yep, you wouldn't bring it in front of the scenes. You would do it quietly behind the scenes if it ain't for content. Because if it's for content, you're going to make a show about it, right? If it's not for content and you really do care about somebody, want to get them help, you ain't going to tell nobody what your left hand right hand. Why would you let somebody know that this would be 5150 so they can act right? That don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, you should not do that first. That should not be your first ulterior motive. If you know anything about 5150s, when they did that with Eugenia Cooner, those people knew her in real life. They were friends of hers, right? Real people. And they 5150'd her because of her, and her problem with her eating disorder, her ED. I have to be careful what I say. But those people actually knew her. On the internet, they're going to take it less, serious. Especially if he then says, well, no, we have a back and forth on the internet. We're beefing right now. And then he shows, yeah, I said this about them. They said this about me, blah, blah, blah. And they go and show that. It's going to make them not, if in case somebody really did need to call, right, and it was a true emergency, it's going to make any other further phone call after that, they're not going to listen to it. So it's going to actually take away if an emergency did happen to happen. You get what I'm saying, the hood table? Like,
I mean, I absolutely understand.
You don't do that unless it's an absolute emergency, for real, though, because it's going to make it look some type of way. And you're right message, wrong messenger.
And that's how I feel. It might be, and that's why the latter part of my title says, if he does need help, right message, wrong messenger. It doesn't look good coming from somebody who is scared and terrified. And I really think he's going to, and I don't care what y'all say, he threatened me with a bazooka, and it doesn't look good coming from them. And it doesn't seem sincere. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't telling nobody if I had to do that. If I know somebody on here was really a danger to themselves and I was worried about them for reals, I'm not telling nobody. I'm going to go, first thing I'm going to do is try to contact their parental figure or somebody close to them in their life. Go, look, you need to really pay attention. Something bad is happening here. You get what I'm saying? Like, really pay attention. I don't want to have to, call for a wellness check and bother you because I know that person lives with you, but it's really starting to scare, me, because I think they're trying to hurt themselves. You know what I'm saying? Our call and say, hey, you need to get in there and check on them. They're trying to harm themselves. But
and I ain't seen nobody on YouTube meet that criteria. Not even Lemon. And you're right, Dana. It looks crazy and disingenuous.
It has to be a very serious something real in order to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I've not seen it. Yeah. Is he drinking or pretending to drink? Is he possibly, doing crazy stuff on the internet? Yeah, but it's not enough for a 5150. He's not a danger to himself or others. The only danger he craves to is his liver.
Hours. He can be on here 5 times a day. He can be on here 5 times a day and hit 25 panels and still do an 8-hour show or a 5-hour show or a 4-hour show. I don't think he's out there trying to harm anybody or harming himself. He's out here trying to make content, even though it might look like not how we would prefer people to be making content, but he said it a million times. It's for entertainment. I'm a raggedy ass motherfucker. I'm on here acting raggedy. It's for entertainment. If you don't like it, you don't like it. But I don't think it's worthy of threatening somebody to get help or threatening to force some help on them. I think that's not our place. I just don't think that's not our place, and I don't think it was their place being a situation that they claim that Lemon already put him in. If I'm scared and terrified of somebody and whoop whoop whoop, I'm not going the next second. Well, let me go get them some help. Fuck them trying to threaten to kill me and unalive me. You know, let's put that to bed right now. No, it don't look right. It looks very disingenuous, like, Dana
Well,
said.
it's like this. I'm gonna say this. Sometimes it's who it's coming from, and you're right about that for the day. But like, versus when I was trying to talk to Lemon today about the grunts and noise versus somebody else he's had a beef with, right? He's more willing to probably take me more seriously than someone he's beefed with, right? Or somebody he's had an argument with, because he thinks they're just janking on him. They just making fun of him. They just trying to tell, you know what I'm saying? Versus someone that's like, hey, this ain't cool, blah, 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 for this reason.
But we're talking about threatening to use force,
Oh, I know.
Charlie. It's one thing for you or anybody else to give him advice, but we're talking about threatening to force it on him.
Yeah, that's not going to work too. For most
that don't matter if it's coming from you or anybody else. I don't think it's nobody's
I'm gonna tell you what,
to threaten to force that on him.
What worries me about that, and I'm gonna explain to you why. There's two or three things. Number one, even if you tried to force him into treatment right now with his alcoholism, he's just going to eventually get back out and do worse, right? It's the same thing with a person with an eating disorder or anything else, correct? Alcoholism. Unless the person wants to change, they're not going to change. It's just going to make it worse. You could try to get somebody who's on actual drugs help. It's not going to work unless they want to.
But he's not harming himself. Even if you're trying to get somebody Alcoholic Anonymous help, that's not our position.
Oh, I know that. But what that's my second point. You was getting on to my second point is he's not a danger to himself or others at this moment. And so therefore you can't 5150. And it also, what if, let's say, you call the cops. I said the same thing when the stuff went down with Rob Rax, right? Don't do that stuff, because too many of our black gentlemen have been unalived. And like, I thought when I saw that shit go down with Wiley, I thought when I saw that shit go down with others that I was going to see them unalived on live. I don't want that to happen to Lemon either. That's not cool. Like, really not cool. Do not play those games. Not to mention, you take away from people who actually need help. You're taking away the resources, right, from someone else and from a real emergency at that moment. Like, we don't need to see him unalived over some internet bullshit. Not cool. What if? Because you have to call the police. You don't call the Adult Protective Services, because I'm going to tell you this. They're going to tell you, because he's not a special needs adult, right, or a vulnerable adult, that he is a normal adult. They're going to tell you to call 911. They're going to tell you to call his local police department. That's what they're going to tell you to do. And when you do that, then you have to send the police out there for a wellness check for a 5150. Adult Protective Services are not going to handle Lemon because he's not a vulnerable adult.
Right. Hey, damn you 2 times. Damn you said he is Charlie. He's a problem everywhere he goes. He is a problem everywhere he goes. But that's just his persona. That's him. That's him. That doesn't necessarily mean he needs to be taken away out of his home.
And don't need necessarily nobody's called a popo, because we know what can happen with that. That ain't cool. I don't wish that on nobody. Not near another.
Thank you, C. Hatch. I be telling people, y'all be getting too motherfucking invested in these people on YouTube. I seriously don't think. Now, I don't know Lemon in his personal life. I don't know none of y'all too much in y'all personal life. But I don't think that Lemon acts like this off of YouTube.
Well, I
don't think he acts like this crazy to his sisters and brothers and cousins, and I don't think I think it's purely just for entertainment for him.
Well, I've heard it from multiple people who have talked to him behind the scenes. I've never really, like, I've talked to him on Discord a little bit. I joined one call and I wasn't there long. Other than that, I really am not on the phone like
They
that.
say he act normal.
They say he do. I've heard it from Trish. I've heard it from Lolo. I've heard it from multiple others that he act normal as fuck when he on the phone.
They say he act normal as fuck. So if you hearing it from people who are super close to him over and over again, say when he's not on YouTube, he acts normal as fuck. He's not the lemon on YouTube when they're talking behind the scenes. So that's why I don't understand why people be so invested in this shit. Like I know that the motherfucker is doing this shit just for show. A lot of people know he's doing it just for show. I don't understand why some people think that he needs help and he needs an intervention and he needs all this. People say all the time when he's not on here, he acts normal. He's putting on a fucking show for entertainment and to make money.
How many times has he said out of his mouth, I was a theater kid. I was a theater kid. Now, does it sometimes make him look dumb as hell? Yes, it does. Does it make him look a little cray? Yes, it does. But that has nothing to do with calling APS or trying to force something that his mama. If his mama ain't doing it, don't worry about doing it as an individual because you don't really know him. You don't know what he's doing.
We don't know him outside of you. That's what I'm saying. We don't know him outside of YouTube. And like I said, if let me just say, if it was really me and it was really somebody that I was concerned with and I really thought they was on the ledge, I would try to reach out to their family first. I wouldn't even bring it on YouTube.
No, I'm reaching out to the family. I would reach out to their family. Because here's the thing, you could actually make it worse, put it on YouTube. If they're on the ledge or manic or something like that, you would take it to someone close to them first and go, hey, look, I believe they're having a manic episode, or I believe this, whatever it may be, and bring it to their family first. And then if that's your last resort to, try to get them some help some other way. But first I would call around and see the way to do it properly so they don't get unalive, right? But try that. And it was content. So I'm not even, that's why you don't hear the like, oh my God thing in my voice, because I knew this whole thing was for content. And right at the end, they made
I knew it was for content as soon as I saw when Envy at the beginning said, and this is not for content. Nigga, everything we do on here is for content.
I've been catching that CH Hatch too. A lot of time he acts like he's drunk. He's not really drunk.
Thank you, C Hatch. A lot of us knows that sometimes he even be pretending like he's drunk. Like, y'all need to get off of that shit for real. Let that nigga keep acting like a clown, like a goofy, like a raggedy ass nigga. But threaten him if he don't get help, then y'all gonna force him to get help. That's like crazy to me. That's crazy to me.
The only thing I will say to Hood Table is I just had to tell him that shit and that grunt shit got to go because it's giving me headaches.
He ain't gonna stop doing that either, and that's why I stopped watching. Most of the shit that I get about him now comes from other people, or if he hit other people's channel, I might can spare a few minutes to listen to him. But I can't stand that grunting, that I cannot stand it. It gets on my nerves.
Maybe he everywhere I go though.
He's not going to stop doing it, and I'm not the one to tell him to stop doing it. That's his plan. That's his plan. If you're going to watch them. If you're not, you're not. But one thing that Lemon did say, and he's right with, y'all quit trying to tell me what the fuck to do. Quit telling me, because I really think he's just putting on a show, and I think that he's just doing this for entertainment. He lives with his motherfucking mama. Unless his mama is slow or mentally challenged. I do
not think she is.
I don't think she is. Then I think she of all people would know if he really needs help. I don't think that's our decision to make. Well, I just don't think so. I think that's kind of messed up.
She's a very smart lady, and if I'm not mistaken, he has said in the past, and this is coming from him, I believe, that she's a nurse of some kind or works in the health field or something. So she would know, and I don't think there's anything wrong with the women enough. You know what I mean? For that to be happening.
Mm-hmm.
That's my personal opinion. What up? It's me.
Can you hear us?
Can you hear us now?
Damn you 2 times said Lemon be fucked up, y'all. We ain't gonna do that. He do be fucked up, but that's it. If he wants to be fucked up, that's his right to be fucked up.
If he wants to take out his liver, let him take it out himself. Because you can't tell a grown ass person what to do when they with their body and with their health. You can try
That's
to
right.
give them advice, but they ain't gonna listen.
It don't matter if they're alcoholic, if they're a crackhead, if they're a meth head, if they stuff themselves to death with food. I mean, if that's what they're gonna do, it's not our responsibility as just YouTubers and content creators and subscribers to be calling the authorities on somebody and threatening to force them. We gonna get them help when they have family who obviously can do that for them if need be. It's me.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay,
Hey,
hi. How are you?
I'm good, and
There's
you?
there's that beautiful voice.
Hi, Charlie.
Hey, it's me,
What's going
beautiful.
on?
Hi. So I have to make I think I was getting kind of annoyed. So and I have no problem with Miss RNY. I don't. But I've been watching her in chats saying that she's worried about Lemon. She's concerned. But didn't you just say you pressed charges on him?
That's what I'm saying.
I'm
Like,
I,
how
I'm
does this look?
I'm so confused. I'm just like, what? And she's been saying it all day. So I'm just like, how is it that you're concerned, but you were terrified, allegedly, of this person? If he did something to me, I wouldn't care, right?
Yeah,
Thank you.
I wouldn't give two craps if he fell
Especially
off a
if I felt
bridge.
like my life was threatened with a bazooka.
Exactly. If your life is threatened, and then it makes envy look weird too. So I'm so confused, but I am also with the fact that Lemon is doing this for attention. Lemon is not always drunk. Lemon is also, as he likes to say, he's acting. Lemon, all of this is
Mm-hmm.
for attention. All
Mm-hmm.
of it. All of it is for attention, and the fact that if he wants to say that he's drunk, people that are older, we know that when you get drunk, when we used to get drunk in our day, I would eventually get tired and go to sleep, right?
You ain't gonna
Hmm.
be on no 4 and 5 hour live.
No, I'm not going to be on. And then for me to get on here right now to speak to you was a task. When you're so drunk, how do you know how to do all of this with and you're able to get in on all these lives and all? How? Because
I
you're
be done
not
messed
drunk.
up. I be done messed
Mm-hmm.
up, pressed
This
the
is
wrong button.
exactly, this is an act.
And that's what I keep saying. I know that he gets on here and he drinks, but he done said many times, I do this for entertainment. He said
Hmm.
many times, I love attention. I even heard him one day say, I like being the center of attention. That
Hmm.
told me everything that I needed to know right there.
Hmm. Yep. He likes to be the attention. The other person that's confused me is Claudiva. Now, you saying that she allegedly thought that he really liked her. How?
And then in the next breath, she say she only date niggas with money, but this nigga ain't made no money on YouTube in what, 2 months?
That's what I'm saying. So to me, this was an act for her too, because you
Mm-hmm.
were using this for content. That
Well,
It's
I,
I'm
all content, even
let's
today.
let's just keep it real. You were using it for content because if you go back to any of her lives, you're looking in the chat, you seeing everybody from the beef sector saying, Clyde, he's not into you, baby. He's not into women. Everybody keeps saying the same thing, but she ignored it all the way up until last night, allegedly, when he's supposed to have taken his clothes off in a live with Rick Reed.
wait a minute. He took off his clothes and alive with Rick Reed.
Something about
Lord.
he took off his bottoms in the live
Oh
and
Hold
Jesus.
said
up.
it and
Hold up.
said, yes, he said it in the live. He didn't show himself, but he said it in the live. And they said you can hear him taking his clothes off because he said he was doing it for Rick Reed.
You talking about that day when
So
Rick told him to go on cam?
No, this was last night.
Oh
The live
wow.
that he took down.
Oh, Lemon took a live down.
No,
Yes, he
Rick.
took a live down.
I thought it was
Lemons.
Rick's live.
No, it was Lemon's live.
Oh,
If I'm saying it wrong, I guess I don't know, but I just
shit,
know
you're
that it was
probably
a
right.
live. They say it was a live that Lemon took down. They said he had 3 lives last night. He only kept
Mm-hmm.
up 2, and he
Mm-hmm.
kept saying that he was taking his pants off, and Rick Reed was, I guess, letting him make a fool out of himself. She said that was the kicker for her to stop talking to him. Clyde, stop.
Mm.
Come on,
The,
baby.
the chat
They
saying you're
said he
right,
was
baby.
on his own live. Yeah, they said you right. You right. It's me. They
See?
said he was on his own live.
He was on his own live and he took it down. So, but she's saying that that was what was making her stop talking to him because he said what he said about taking his pants off with Rick Reed last night. No, honey, you knew he was gay the entire time, or I'm sorry, allegedly gay this whole
Yeah, because
time.
allegedly he tried to get naked or take clothes off for not only him but also for KRN, right?
But KRN and KRN blows him off and laughs at him.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's already out there. This whole thing to me is a play.
Oh yeah, it's the overplay for the
Yep.
underplay in my cooling voice.
Yep.
Absolutely. It's a
Shout out
play.
to Coolin. Shout out to
And
Coolin.
shout out to Cooler because it's annoying for me. I'm 50 years old. I cannot sit up and listen to him with this I can't do
I
it.
can't either. It's me. I
I
just said
can't
that.
do
I
it.
stopped listening to him a few days
Mm-mm,
ago when he started doing that. And
mm-mm,
that's why I be saying, chat, keep me honest because I heard such and such say, because I
mhm.
cannot watch him when he's doing that every
The
5 seconds.
bad thing
I
is
can't
though,
do
Hood
it.
Table, he going to everybody, so it don't matter which live. That's why I
Mhm.
had to say something because it's like every live I'm in, you doing this stuff, it's giving me a headache. Like I'm getting
I
straight
can't
up
do it.
headaches.
I can't do it. And then I guess just knowing the fact that this is fake and there's so many people that's believing that this is real. It's not.
It's
This is an
not.
act.
It's
I'm
not.
This
sorry,
is
It's
all an
absolutely an
act.
act. And
I snapped
unconscious,
out today. Snapped out today on
unconscious.
it
Yep, and
after.
unconscious, aka Noble, the whole sector being it. Not I, said the pussycat. Never. I ain't
This
never
is
enable him.
this is an act. This is all an act. And I think he had to create a way because he knows he's not monetized. So he had to create a
Absolutely.
way,
Thank you.
right?
Somebody else can co-sign me. It's about time.
He had to create a way. He had to create a way. So he had to make it. He probably did go to a hotel last night, but it was all. This
I
is
think
Oh,
that's a
he
play
people's.
confirmed it. He confirmed it that he went to a hotel
Yes,
last night. Yeah, that
and
him
I
and
he
his
believe
mom
that's a
got
confirmed it.
play
into it.
too. That might be a
But think
play
about it.
too for him
It's
to
a
get
play.
money.
That's what I'm saying. And then to say, "Oh, I had to pay for the day, but that's okay. I got money." It's okay. All of this
They
is a
won't give me my
play.
money back.
Absolutely. And the cash apps are probably ringing and ringing now.
the Cash App
That's
is
what I'm
ringing and
saying.
ringing because he
Why would
can't
He
get
he
super
think?
chats or essence check.
he
Why would
had
he
to create
think
a
they would
way.
give him his money back? They don't give you your money back
Well,
for a
because
hotel fee.
he
Are
went
you talking
there
about
and
his
said he was paying
deposit?
for no.
No,
He said he
he
was
didn't
going
have to
for
pay
a
for two
week.
days. Didn't he say he had to pay for 2 days?
Right. He said he was going for a week, but
Mm-hmm.
after the first night, his mother hit him up and begged him to please come back home. That's what he's saying. And so I guess, checkout time is usually 11 in most hotels. And I guess he tried to check out after that and asked for his money back for that day.
But is
So, and he was saying
but
they didn't want to give him his money back.
okay, but let me ask one more question. I'm gonna get down because I'd be too smart for this shit. Did he say that he put an $800 deposit down?
And why you need an 800 deposit down for a hotel? I just give him
But
my damn
wait.
card.
Not for a hotel because I'm in LA. It's possible for you to have to pay for a hotel for $800, but that would probably be for like 2 days.
Oh
Did
yeah,
he
but a
say?
deposit? Don't they
But
normally just take your card and charge you when you about to check out?
correct. But wait, at a Motel 6?
He
Some
was at a
places,
motel.
some places take deposits, but it depends on like. I doubt if he was going to a motel, right?
That's if
The
you ain't got no
deposits.
credit card. That's if you
No,
ain't got no credit card.
if you got a credit
Correct.
card, there are some. If you are doing extended stays or something, they take
I
one
ain't never.
for
I ain't never.
cleaning. They take one in case you smoke in the room or in case you do something. Then they keep that
Mm.
shit.
Maybe it
But they
depends on the
only do.
hotel, Charlie, because we always go to suites like
Mhm.
suites, like whole 2-3 bedroom suites, and we be there for like weeks when we go on vacation, and they don't charge us till we about to leave. So
No,
maybe it just
no.
depends on the hotel, or depends if you got a credit card, if you don't have a credit card, or if you're paying for cash.
I
Because
ain't never
that's not
paid cash. I
normal
always
to ask
did.
for a deposit.
I've
And
always
then
did. They
somebody
always did
asked him
credit.
how come he didn't take a Uber to go home at 11.
Yeah, they said
Yeah,
he said that he couldn't drive his own car, even though
Correct.
people's like he ain't got no car because why would you? First of all, he said he took that money from the sponsor to buy a car, which a lot of people was like, did he even get sponsored? Did he buy a car? But then the car that he crashed was his mama car with no insurance, but you got a whole car. And now he's saying he had to get a ride to the hotel because he was drinking. So that's why he didn't take his car. And people was in the
But
chat was like, "You ain't got no car, nigga."
but if he's paid hundreds of dollars for the extra day for today because he didn't leave at 11, why you didn't call an Uber, which would have got you home, which was less than that for a hotel stay? This is why I say this is a play.
Yeah, he said he called his brother, and they even said that he had put his brother on the phone and his mother on the phone and all
Mhm.
kind of other shit. And I'm like,
Mm,
but
yeah.
I'm with VS. Like VS said the other day that his mama might be fucking like fed up with this shit and annoyed. But if you depend on maybe his income,
Mhm.
then she might like get him grace or be like, okay, we really need that money. You really need to be on YouTube making that money. You definitely ain't out here doing shit else. And that money is some good money when he's making it, right?
Right.
A lot of people don't bring in $4,000 a month or 5 or whatever because it with like just AdSense it's like 3 to 4. We're not counting the super chat. We're not counting the cash apps. You know what I'm saying? We're not counting the memberships. I don't even know if he has members or used
not
to have
now.
members.
He used to, and
But
I'm gonna say
yeah,
this:
He
okay.
used
So you got
to.
the
he
members,
was
the
making
cash
good
apps,
money
super chat.
off
Right.
all
You
that.
got 4 different because AdSense is one way, it's just for the commercials. Then it's also
Mhm.
for the super chats. Then it's also for then you have your cash apps. And then you also have your what did I just say? Memberships. So
Memberships.
that's 4 different incomes right there that he's missing out on. But right now he just getting cash apps. But you know what I'm saying? That's some good money. And I ain't gonna hold you. If my son was bringing in 4, 5, 6K a month and living with me, you know what I'm saying? That's some good
Yeah.
money. Help pay some bills, nigga. Shit, my sons don't make near that much money. And when they was staying here before they moved out, they was definitely paying bills in this motherfucker. But they weren't staying up at night all night, and I wasn't getting all kind of crazy phone calls.
Yeah. It's just I just hate that the sector is wasting their time on someone that they think is having a real crisis when it's not, when it is probably real people in our little beach sector community that really is having a
Yeah,
crisis.
crisis.
Absolutely.
And
And
we
hey,
paying
Chris.
attention to it. We paying attention to someone that does not need our help. This is a play.
Hey Grish, how you doing? Let me shout out some of the people that just came into the chat. What up, Donna Hughes? Hey, Kimberly Black, how you guys doing? Please make sure you like and share the video on your way in because your girl is on the road to 9K. So please help and share and like the video, please and thank you very much. Unconscious said the Cash App, that's his best bet because he will never have. I think he won't have a monetized channel again either because he's being very careful, like he was telling people the other day. He knows there are people out there trying to take every channel if he get
Mhm.
the AdSense or get monetized. So yeah, Cash Apps is the best. Either that or get a job.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm
I
just
mean, a job is your best bet because Cash Apps, and let me get back to what you were saying is me. Because Cash Apps is a good bet, but having a job and you getting paid every 2 weeks or every week, that's a better bet. But as you were saying about people who may need, more help or something, in the sector, I
Mhm.
also say this too, when it comes to like the Cash Apps and things like that, there's a lot of people on here, they get rained on Cash Apps for doing a lot of fuck shit. Then we have
Wait, wait, wait.
other people on here who be doing content and they
Hood
not doing all
table.
the fuck shit. Oh, I'm sorry.
Grish, Grish in the chat saying he is monetized.
Oh, he is monetizing. He just faking. Well, he just got his super
Oh,
chat turned off or something.
oh,
Yeah,
oh
because
my
he said he
gosh.
could be monetized, but he didn't turn it
He
on.
did say he has the opportunity. He said he could monetize any day. That's what he's been telling us.
Well, Grish said he is.
Let me go up there.
Child.
Let me go up there and look, and I'll tell you if he is, because it's real simple
Okay,
by
go
clicking
ahead.
on the
How
chat.
can you tell?
Because when you click on it, it'll tell you if you can super chat or become a member when you click on certain. Nope. No, he ain't monetized. I'll tell you that.
But if he don't got his super chats on, then you can't super chat
Right.
because you have to turn it on.
It's something. I agree with
They
Grish
said
on
don't
something.
let J Dub find out.
See, Grish said correct. See?
But see, what I was getting at is it's a lot of people on here who make a lot of money who be doing a lot of fuck shit because it is entertaining and they like to train wrecks. Then there's people like me and other people, not complaining, but I'm just making a point here, who don't get a lot of super chats and don't get a lot of cash outs. And we be on here just, being us, being, authentic people. Just on here giving commentary and trying to entertain and stuff like that. But we got a big for a like and we got a big for, you know what I'm saying? So, people gonna support who they want to support. That's how it's always been in the B sector. They gonna support certain people. It be cliquish. You know what I'm saying? Like they look out for each other. Like, yeah, we all get the money. We gonna get all the money from everybody. We gonna do this. We gonna do that. We ain't gonna support this person. We ain't gonna support that person. That's what it's been about for like the last, I want to say, 4 years. Before that, we had more support consistently around the whole sector. And over the last 4 years, it's been like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but it is what it is. I'm going to keep doing me. Like I said, whether I got 10 in here or 100 or 50 or whatever, I'm still going to come on here and thug my shit out. And, after that, clock off, boss, I'm gone. Back to my real world.
Okay.
Now, did y'all see the comment in the chat from Kimberly? Hey, Kimberly Boo. She said, how do you know it's a play? As a fact, I'd rather be on the side of caution than not. And let me respond before y'all do. But we don't know anything for a fact on here. I don't know your name is Kimberly Black for a fact on here. We don't know anything for a fact on here unless somebody docs you and get all your personal information or shit like that. The reason why I say it's a play is because a lot of times they do be running plays, and we know that for a fact that they be running plays. A lot of these things be storylines. They be spinning narratives. It's part of what they do over there on his channel. That's a fact. And if it's not a fact, please tell me if that's not a fact. And then the fact that he's always on here saying, I like to be the center of attention. This is entertainment for me. I'm just here to entertain. I'm doing this for the culture. Things like that. And then the fact that the boy has family. Why is it up to us to be on the side of caution and not his family?
I'm gonna say this in my personal.
I feel like if anybody should be on the side of caution, it should be his family, not us threatening to use force. Like y'all gonna threaten to use force and maybe get him taken out of his mama house who he lived with. Like that's crazy.
The reason the drinking and stuff you could tell us play because when he was really drinking real hard, y'all remember he used to fall asleep on lives. Y'all remember his voice used to change.
Charlie, yeah.
Like you could tell it. Like it was like he would start slowing down in his speech. Like there was just he tries to play it off now, but he's too strong voiced and he switches too fast.
He switches too fast, and the memory is too good. Think about it. When you drunk, you don't know exactly everything you're saying. He can say verbatim everything that he said the night before. He can tell you the next day. You're not drunk.
He be faking. A lot of people have been saying that. He faking.
Couldn't remember. He couldn't remember what he did. He couldn't remember what he said. And he'd be like, oh, God, what did I do last night? And then he'd be apologetic. That was the drunk lemon. That was the real drunk lemon.
But
I think he knows that people get entertained from that shit. So why not keep acting like I'm drunk? Like when I'm drunk, and mind you, I ain't got that drunk in many, many moons. Many, many moons. You know what I'm saying? Because I learned my lesson as a youngster, as a YG. I know my limit. Okay. But before I knew my limit or just didn't give a fuck, ain't no way I wake up and be able to pop online and hit 10, 15 channels and then do my own commentary and then repeat everything that somebody said. And there's no way if you're that drunk that you can do that.
You wouldn't be
There's
able
no
to
way.
remember. And then you're gonna sleep. When I was younger and I used to drink and go out like that, that next day I'm dead to the world. I am tired.
Remember, that's why I used to not support other people. If y'all
Yeah.
remember correctly, that's why he would never be on links. You didn't see him during the daytime hardly because he'd be sleeping.
Mm-hmm. Because he was really drunk then.
And Donna Hughes, I know people who are bloated from alcohol and they can go to work every day and work every day and pay all their bills and take care of their family, their children, and their wife. You can
Well,
get bloated
bloating,
from just drinking liquor. You don't have to be passed out drunk and online talking bullshit to be bloated. Just drinking liquor can
Mm-hmm.
make you bloated. You don't have to drink till you're passed out to be bloated from alcohol. You don't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You don't.
you can also
It's
get
just.
bloated after, like, you quit. A lot of people don't know that. You blow up in weight wise
Mm-hmm.
and all that stuff because you're not drinking more. So you're actually eating. You're actually, if you're sitting on your butt all the time and all you're doing is eating, you're going to blow up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just
Mm-hmm.
going to say it. That's why I ain't blowed up yet. Thank you, Jesus. Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out
And
to
like
God.
Dana said, when you lie so much and being caught lying so much, you don't get the benefit of the doubt. Well,
We try to
Kimberly,
tell people.
Kimberly, you're right. Kimberly, there you go. It's called functional alcoholic. There are CEOs of companies that drink at night and run Fortune 500. Right, but they're not online all day acting a fool. So you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? That's why I say that a lot of times lemon be putting 20 on 10 on here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a
And they
lot of people
believe it.
drink, a lot of people get drunk, a lot of people, but they don't get drunk to the point where they might pass out and wake up and can't go to work in the morning, but they still can get the effects of alcohol, like the bloatedness, the thick, deep pores in your skin. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like the big belly gut, the big, like a lot of that stuff can happen from drinking, but that don't necessarily mean that you need help and you need to be somebody to force some help on you. And the thing is about this lemon dude, when he keeps saying that he's doing this for entertainment, we don't know for a fact that he needs help, that we need to force some help on him. We don't know that for a fact. We don't live with him. We don't see him on a daily basis. And then I have to believe, because of Lolo and other people who were really close to him for years, that talk to him behind the scenes all the time and say, oh, when he's not on YouTube, he acts normal. He don't act like that when he's off of YouTube. He acts normal. He acts like he's in his right mind. He acts intelligent. He acts,
But
like he don't act like that behind
every
outside
word
of
comes
YouTube.
out of every word comes out of his mouth is a lie, even down to the teeth that he said that he allegedly got done.
Oh, and the teeth. Like when he came on live with Rick Reed, I was looking at the bottom row and I was like, where's the new teeth?
Did you see Jay Dawn when she slowed that shit down?
I didn't even have to slow it down. I was like, where's the new teeth?
She
They should
zoomed
be
in and
pearly white.
slowed it down. She zoomed in, slowed it down,
Jay
replayed
Dunn
it.
ain't shit.
And thank you, Tay Bay. We appreciate you, the hood table being you. Thank you, Tay Bay. I
Oh my
try to.
gosh.
I try to keep it hood over here and be me,
Yeah.
but sometimes we just gotta say shit like it is or how we see it. And QI, what's up, QI? Enablers. Absolutely. Enablers.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
He does have a lot of enablers who don't mind him acting the way that he do on here. But again, like I say, I still believe that he still does a lot of this for entertainment. I don't think he
Yeah.
be drunk like that all the time. I think he be acting and pretending.
Well, he has said, and here's my thing, that he is smoking more. Like he used to drink more, now he's smoking more puff pass.
Yeah. He's
I could
smoking
absolutely.
cigarettes.
Well, he's smoking the Mary Jane. And so yeah.
So he's smoking Mary Jane, but he won't even go to the liquor store and spend over $5 or $10 for a bottle.
Uh-huh.
He buying little. Okay, all right. He
And
buying Mary.
it's more expensive
Mm,
especially for the good stuff. But
right.
anyway, so
He's
he
on
got
a
to get that.
limited income right now,
He probably on that dirt, that that cheap
This
shit.
nigga, if he drink all day and then he watching his chat and responding to messages and hitting people behind the scenes and hopping on panels all day, this nigga ain't drunk like that. Come on now. Have y'all ever been drunk?
Yeah.
Have y'all ever been drunk? I'm speaking from somebody who used to get drunk a lot. Like I can barely look at my phone in the morning and answer that motherfucker. It could be somebody important calling me, and I still look at that bitch and I say, "Well, if they ain't dead, I'm all right. I'll call them in 5 hours." Like, have y'all ever been drunk? Have y'all ever
Mm-hmm.
been drunk and then could be on social media all day, typing in chats, doing lives on people panels for hours? Like, come on now.
Now,
And
here's
I
the
agree.
to be the devil's advocate, right? And to speak for the chat. If a functioning alcoholic, I'm saying a functioning, and I'm not necessarily giving him the benefit of the doubt that he's a functioning alcoholic. They can do those things because they don't actually get drunk. They can drink huge amounts that you would not, you know what I'm saying, and just be functioning like a mofo. But I believe, in my
But
opinion,
they're not acting out like
I
that.
because I've watched his behavior over the year, right? I think that he has switched from the drink to the Mary Jane. I think he drinks a little, but not a lot, if that makes sense, and it's just enough for a buzz.
Like a
I think he's
chase.
cut. Yeah, like I think he's cut back on the drink and he's smoking the Mary Jane because
Mm-hmm.
if you notice the behavior change, right? From drunk women who used to pass out on the panels, who used to not remember what the hell he said, be like forgetting what he did when he was speaking. He'd be like, you'd hear him when he'd try to make a complete sentence. He'd say something, and then the second part wouldn't match the first part. Like it would
Yep.
be unintelligible. But now he's more intelligible. But
Mm-hmm.
I think he switched over to the Mary Jane, and I think it's because he probably got his ass in trouble for all the drinking. I'm just saying.
And I
'Cause-
still think that he be playing on our top. And I still
Yes.
believe all the people who talk to him behind the scenes that he don't talk like this. He don't act like this when he's
oh, he's
on
putting on a
YouTube. When
show.
he's not off on YouTube.
But
Oh,
Like
he's playing it
Lolo,
up.
for
like
some reason
Lolo
I
said that
don't.
a lot of times. Lolo said that a lot of times. He does not act like that. He can literally get off a live and hit Lolo up and act totally different. Like
I still don't feel like it is Mary Jane. I just don't. Mary Jane is a downer.
I don't think
Alcohol.
it's Mary Jane either.
Alcohol is a downer. These are two downers. How do you have that much energy to be up like that
Mm.
on
It could
two
be something
downers?
else. Could be a
Yeah,
little
That's
weed
loose
all
ain't
I'm
gonna
candy.
have you.
saying.
Weed ain't gonna have you acting like that. We gonna have you
No,
mellow.
no. You're going to be chill and then you're going to
You gonna be
eventually get lazy and go to
chill.
sleep.
I hope he ain't made friends with a crackhead. Is all I'm gonna say.
Oh, Charlie. Oh my God. You know what? Okay, QI said Envy did that for content. Plus, they worked together on plays. I do believe that was for
I
content, even
believe
though
that
Envy
too.
said it's not for content. And that's no shade, no tea as far as that, because everything we do on here is for content.
Mhm.
So when people say this is not for content, I never understand why people would come on here and hit a live button and do content and say it's not for content.
Mhm.
Oh, and Miss Kimberly this morning he was asking his brother for some Mary Jane. Yeah. I don't know if you were listening to the live. Yeah, he was talking about smoke because it's legal there in Cali. You know what I'm
But
saying?
we don't have you acting like you drunk.
Mm-mm.
No, I'm actually a lot more chill and wacky and funny when I'm high as
I mean,
hell.
I used to smoke too back in the gap. Back in the
Back
gap,
in
I
the
used to
day,
smoke too.
we was badass little kids back in the day.
Yeah, I mean,
I
it's
ain't did
not.
that in so long, but back in the oh no, see I did try something a couple months ago, but I done told myself once, them damn gummies hit a lot harder than people think, man. They'll knock you off your booty
It
cheeks.
sure will. Yes, they. I
Be,
don't
be
mess with
be
them.
careful, baby. If you even
Mm-hmm.
if you're a smoker and you smoke every day, I'm telling you, it's not made the same.
I ain't never. I mean, smoking ain't never. I
Them
don't think
gummies, baby.
if he does smoke weed, I don't think
The
that's the
amounts.
problem.
I don't think it's
I
the
don't think
amounts.
that's the problem. And again, like I said, I have to keep going back to the fact that he tells us over and over again this is just entertainment. And then on
Mm-hmm.
top of that, the people he talked to outside of here, like his friends or the ones that claim they were friends, they say he acts completely normal.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's putting on a fucking he putting
This is a
20 on 10
show.
when he be on here. It's a show. And I
It's a
believe that he
show.
does the most to get the most, to reap the most. He said that he has told us many times he feels like if he don't act raggedy on his shows, he don't think that he'll have the support that he will have. You won't have all the clicks and the views. And I've even said that in the past. I said to not to him, but on my panel that I hate that he thinks that he has to keep up this way of thinking that he has to act that raggedy on here for to get support because I don't think he does. I think people would generally like, and I saw S. Hutchinson say in somebody's chat earlier that she feels like he was better off when he was still with what's his name, Sir King.
Sir King, yeah.
And when he was Sir King did hold him back at bay a lot of times when he wanted to jump off the porch or do a lot of cussing. But I don't feel like he was probably better off with SK as far as like that. I just feel like he's doing this because to him it's a show. I really do feel like that. And even let's say even if it's not, let's say he do need help. I don't think it's our job, our responsibility. I think that's invading. I think that's being intrusive. I think that's going too far. And that's what Lemon told Envy when he hit his panel. He said, "You're going too far." He was like, "You're going too far. Stay out of my business." And that was before they chuckled at the end. Like Lemon was pissed.
I feel like that was a play. I'm sorry. Envy. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this: if someone actually threatened my life or my partner's life, I ain't never speaking to you again. You ain't never gonna hit a link I'm on. I don't care if I'm an equal opportunist. You gonna be the one person that's never allowed around me again. The one person who messed around in my real life for real. You know what I'm saying? For real. I just had that happen with that white dude that I still cuss the fuck out. He will never be welcome around me. And if he pops up on link, best believe my ass is leaving because I ain't never gonna speak to him ever. You know what I'm saying? When you play and you play with my partner, you play with my kid, you play with my life. You get what I'm saying? And I don't take kindness up. And just like I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna shout out to all the ladies here in the beef sector and say one thing. Do not take crap off of any man on this mofo app. Please listen to me when I say this. If you don't allow men in your real life to talk to you like that, don't let no man on this internet talk to you like that. None. Not a damn nutter.
Y'all see what QI said? She said she ate a gummy one time and laughed at the TV for 10 minutes and passed out for 10 minutes.
Them gummies don't play, homie. I'm telling you, be careful.
Those gummies will knock you off your feet.
Okay, let me tell you, see what happened was. I got to snitch on myself and make y'all laugh for a minute, take it off the just serious topic, right? Make y'all laugh. So see what happened was, okay, my cousin set me up. Let me tell you how this happened. Okay, I'm getting over the counter legal stuff, right? It's legal. So I go in there. It's a head shop, right? And I go ask her, what are these gummies? It was, whatnot. And I said, I'm having a little problem with my back and, a little bit of anxiety. And she's like, did you used to smoke? I was like, yeah, way back in the day, though. It's been a very long time. She said, well, you could take these right here. Now, I'm not knowing they're 1,000 milligrams a piece. Oh. Okay, she said you could take half of that one. And it ain't going to bother you. It ain't going to be too bad. She lied. We got in the room. We take half a piece. And I'm sitting there. It's 12 o'clock during the day. We're not planning on really going nowhere else. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not thinking it's going to hit that hard. I'm sitting there and all of a sudden I'm like, oh, you know what I mean? Woo, baby. I'm like, I think I need to go lay down. So I lay down. He trips, has a bad trip, think he can't breathe no more. Mm-hmm. that he passing away over here. He having a bad trip, which is messing up my sleep, because I'm trying to sleep it off. That's the best thing you can do, or take a cold shower. And I'm trying to sleep it off. And I'm like, shh, it's okay. You're not going to just trust your body, And then we got up later. We were still high. We got cake delivered to the hotel. Because they had this Tim cake. And it was so good. And then the next day, I was still high the next day. The very next day. I'm like, shoot, we can't go nowhere. We're going to have to let this fade out. You know what I mean? I was like, goodness. She set me up, y'all. She set me up because I did not know they was not made the same. I did not know that.
That's crazy.
I was
Well, I
used
ain't
to
never
doing
had
it.
no gummies. And what up the ghetto view? How you doing?
If you
I
ever
ain't never
do
had a ghetto.
gummies,
I ain't never had. I about to say I never had a ghetto. I ain't never had a gummy because I'm afraid that it will sneak up on me like that. And I
micro
don't like
dose.
shit. I don't like to take new
And you
shit. And
can't
I know
control
people
it.
take that.
You
You
have
can't
to
control it.
micro
And it's
dose.
like,
Mm-mm.
should I take 1/8? Should I take
Yeah, look,
1/4?
let me
Should I
tell you
take
what you do.
1/3? Like, nah.
Let me tell you
Mm-mm.
what you do. Let me tell you if you ever decide to do it again, because I have done it again and it was a good experience.
I ain't never did it.
Just a little teeny tiny little, I'm talking about sliver of a piece of one, a sliver, baby. Cut it with a butter knife, little piece sliver, and it's gonna take your pain away and your anxiety, make you feel normal and not as high. But if you go over there and you take like I did, I didn't microdose, I macro dosed.
He's trying to be a big
Yeah, I
girl.
don't. I have no desire to mess with no gummies or anything like that. And C has said, Jordan was being held back. I just can't call him Jordan. I do it to poke fun, but it's still lemon. Um, but they said Jordan was being held back at SK's. Yeah, he was being held back. Sometimes SK would let him off the porch a little bit, but then he would rear his ass back in like, limit. I don't want to lose my monetization for this video. They gonna demonetize my video. You know, they gonna strike. They gonna do this. They gonna do that. Donahue said, I see people smoke regularly and take a little piece of gummy and be gone. I see,
Mm-mm.
everyone's tolerance is different with alcohol, drugs, and other substances, legal and not lit. That's facts, Kimberly. That is facts on fact. QI said, I just left people trying to start some cat fights with VS Lady Snoop and Candy. See, I don't fuck around over there. Next. I don't do light downers. That's why I don't like Mary Jane. They trying to figure out how to get her. Bless their little hearts. Bless their. I still fuck with VS. Okay.
I'm just interested in what Miss Grish was saying about about lemon is monetized.
I know, right? But Grish be
Miss
having her ways of finding out
That's what I'm
information
saying. Grish
she
is
was
most of the
saying
time
and
some
she's right.
and
things
usually
in
she's
chat.
right.
Ooh, chat. I was watching. I was like, ooh, Grish. Because Grish, she'll say it, then she'll delete it. So you got to catch it when she put it
You
out.
have to catch
Or
her.
she'll slide in a little hint, a little
Yeah.
clue. Right,
She
a little
basically just
clue.
said he is monetized.
QI said Lemon went live 3 times. Yes. You know what? I think Lemon's trying to prove that he can go live by himself.
Mm.
Because the word on the curb is he always has to have a panel. I've even said that before. That he has to have a panel, to give a long show.
Mm-hmm.
But he has been holding a panel, by himself. Well, not a panel, but doing it by himself recently. But again, I haven't been over there because I can't do the every
I
5
can't
seconds.
do it. I
I ain't
can't
been
do
over
it.
there. The
Mm-mm.
only reason the reason it's been getting on my nerves everywhere I go. I've been going to VS, I've been going to Lolo's, I've been going to Mr. Bazaar's, and he's up on that link doing that. And for 3 to 4
Everywhere you
straight
go.
days,
Mm-hmm.
all I've been hearing is that. And I'm sorry today, I had to say something. I had to. I couldn't help it. Everybody's tried to tell him in chat. Everybody's tried to tell him on link. He ain't listening. I thought, well, maybe if I say it in a different way, right? Maybe he's more receptive because I think it really did hit him when I said, people in chat actually think you're making fun of special needs kids, right? Like autistic people because
And
it
I didn't
sounds
get that because it's
that's
obvious
what
why he's
people.
doing it.
I told him, I said, I know that's not what you're meaning. You know what I'm saying? That's not what you're meaning because that's not what he means. We know that's not what he means. You know what I'm saying? For him, he thinks it's a funny, it's a ha-ha, it's a kiki. But what he don't realize is even his own people in his chat, his people, his A1 day ones are telling him it's getting on their nerves when you don't listen to your audience, your core audience who support you
But has
monetarily and
he ever,
everything.
Charlie?
No, but he gonna run
Okay,
people
I
away.
mean he ain't gonna listen now. Like,
That
has he
shit gave me a
ever?
headache. I had to
He
say
just
something
he
though.
just been saying recently. He's been saying a lot. I'm sick and tired of people telling me what to do. Like he ain't about to listen to the shit that he shouldn't be listening to. That's what he listened to, and the shit that he
Mm-hmm.
should be listening to, he don't want to listen to. And he's just trying to do whatever he wants to do. I think Lemon really think that what he's doing is best for him and his channel. That's what I really, really think that he believes. That is what's
You,
best for him and his channel for him to have the most success, if you know what I mean.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, and just my personal opinion, me, myself, and I had to ask him to stop because it was giving me headaches for real though. So I had to ask. I had to put it out there because like I enjoy. I don't normally say anything to anybody about anything that they do because it's their choice. They're grown-ups. I ain't gonna tell you as a grown-up what you can and cannot do. Just
Mm-hmm.
because I may not believe in it and it may not be something I would do, I
Mm-hmm.
can't tell you not to do it. Like I may not agree with the dachshund or the kids or the other stuff, but I can't tell somebody else not to do it. It's their choice. They're a grown up. I am not their keeper. You know what I'm saying? I am nobody's
Mm-hmm.
keeper on this internet. I am me, myself, and I. You know, I can tell myself what I want and will do, but I can't tell nobody else, right? So
Yeah.
I ain't telling Lemon what to do. I ain't telling nobody else. But when it gets to a point that you giving me headaches every day, and it's messing up the damn content to the point that like we can't get to it, you frustrate me now. Now I got to say something.
The way
Girl,
that
you
he
speaking
talked
to
to
deaf
a,
ears, Charlie.
the way
You
that he
speaking to a
spoke
brick
to
wall.
to the attorney mom the other day. Oh my gosh.
Oh
The
yeah, and
attorney mom?
okay. She's somebody from way back in the day. Okay,
Yes.
she went by Betty, and she was trying to tell that was her old screen name, and Clement thought she
Oh.
was talking about his mama, and she
Mm,
wasn't. She was talking about her screen name. Now I was trying to ask in chat which Betty was it, because we had a couple Bettys. Was it Betty White? Which Betty was it? You know what I
mm,
mean?
mm.
And we've heard her name before because they've said her name, her real name, and she's repeated it herself, but I'm not gonna repeat it here because I don't do doxing. But she, I was like, oh, I was trying to remember who she was. She used to have that thing with Sean Bradley back in the day. She had a beef with him and S. Hutchinson. And I was like, oh snap, she go way back then. I just ain't seen her in forever, ever. I think she used to have that same hat, but it had like she used to wear that same hat. She used to hit links and stuff. I remember her from way back in there, way back. But she didn't go by attorney mom.
Mm-hmm.
It was Betty, but I think it had like symbols beside it or something.
Mm-hmm.
I I was just trying to make because at first I was asking, wait, was you Betty White? Because I ain't seen Betty White
What happened
forever.
to Betty White? I ain't seen
I
her in
ain't seen her
forever.
forever ever. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I was trying to ask, but I didn't get that answer because I guess all that stuff was going on. So I was trying to
Mm-hmm.
ask Chat, was you Betty White? I ain't seen Betty White forever. Betty White used to stir up all the mess.
Mm-hmm. She was messy.
I
I
remember when
loved it.
Betty White used to come in Deanna's channel, and Deanna used to have to cuss her out every other live, but she was always coming back. She was like, I
Betty
can't
was
tell if you trolling me or if you being like, genuine in the chat. But the Ghetto View said he has no respect. QI said Lemon said his mama was a pimp, so he is pimping women. Oh Lord. Melissa said it won't matter because the chat's still gonna be there. Absolutely, it don't
That's
matter.
true. That's very
He still
true.
can get 3, 4, 500 in the chat, even when he every 5 seconds. The
Mm-hmm.
Ghetto View said I leave. Where is it? Hold up. I just had the Ghetto View. Oh, damn. Oh, okay, here it is. I leave when he hop on panels with that mess. QI Lemon wants to be the top celebrity star. He'll do anything. Absolutely. I think he believes he is entertaining, but he's not. Main character syndrome. He did it again today. Girl, you would have been pissed with him with the VS and Clyde sit down. I did see VS and Clyde sit down though over there on his channel. I thought it was just weird that
He kept
you know,
interrupting.
me like I always say, even if I like the content creators, it's just weird for the people that they might be going at to after they literally was going at each other's neck and tagging and ragging them that they like sitting up and sharing spaces and that's always been weird to me. It's all,
Mm-hmm.
but I understand it's about content. See, that's what I have to keep reminding myself in real life. That could never exist. You threaten me, you do this, you do that, and then like I could be sitting somewhere just chopping it up with your ass. But on here, it's mainly about the content and keep the content going, and you know what I'm saying. So I
Yeah.
have to keep reminding myself of that. But still, I will never fall into that category. You can't ragtag me and drag me and all this kind of shit, and then I just sit up on panels with you and chop it up and all that kind of stuff. I just can't do it.
Mhm. Mhm.
I
I
can
Well,
can't
it
do
was a
it.
overthink over
pleasure
someone.
it was a pleasure talking to you ladies. I'm gonna go ahead and drop down.
Yes, I
Hi,
think this
Keys.
is the first time you hit my panel, right?
Yes.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you gracing our platform today and adding
No
Please
in
do
all
worries.
so
this
again.
content and
We
I
want you to
yeah,
come
will.
back.
I will,
yes.
sweeties. Y'all have a
You
good
was
night. Be
hitting some points.
blessed.
You was definitely hitting some points on the
I'll
topic.
try. I'll be holding it in. All right,
It's
Well, over
thank
here,
okay.
you ain't got to
you.
hold it in. That's what the hood table's for.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
good. I'm gonna hit it
Yes.
again.
All right, boo.
Thank you. Bye.
Hey. But no, for real, I was just reading chat and they said Betty White had passed and they think they heard it at Deanna's channel. Man, rest in peace, Betty White. If that's true. You was so messy back in the day. I miss your messy too. Um, you know what I mean? Because we've had some amazing people come through these streets, and I
Well,
think
speaking
this
of
whole
passing away, Charlie,
yeah, let's be.
I'm not gonna get all into it. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not.
No, I'm gonna
But
say one thing. I
okay.
posted a video of her the last time I spoke to her. When the first time I spoke to her, because I never spoke to Leslie on a panel link. I think I may have said hey to her once or twice on Lemons, but not like that. If that makes sense, like had a real deep conversation, just me and her. So that was the first time, and I was invited to poker. And last night I won the poker game just for Leslie. So shout out to you, Leslie in heaven. I kicked booty on the poker, even though you said you was gonna come over there and kick mine. You never did, because it was too early for you. I just had to shout that out because here's the thing. As human beings, right, we can care about people. I've known of and spoken to lesbian chats for years. When I say years, I mean years, baby. And it breaks my heart when anybody passes away on here. It breaks my heart because we're humans at the end of the day. And I love other human beings. I don't want none of y'all to pass. Even my worst possible enemy, I don't want them to pass away. That's not where my heart lies, and it never will. So fly high, beautiful. I shared it to Nurse K, so if she wants to show it, because she was laughing and being herself, and cause
Yeah. Well, the only
she
thing I
gave.
wanted to say was, and let me make sure this is landlord. But the only thing I wanted to say is, I understand how some people feel like they have to have proof. That's all I was going to say, because in the past, I mean, from Mona Simone, I mean, we could go on and on, right? On
Mm-hmm.
people saying somebody passed, and I'm not saying no slide to Nurse K, because I don't, that's not what I mean. What I'm saying is, I can understand how people, especially those who might have been really cool with a person, could be like, is it true, is it not true, did it really happen? You know what I'm saying?
Like you don't want to believe it, so
Yeah,
you
you
want
don't
proof.
want to
That's why
believe it.
you want the proof. Um, no, it was sudden, Miss Melissa. It was a pulmonary embolism.
Is this
Well,
landlord?
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It's
What's
me.
up, how you
What's
doing?
up? I'm
What's up
good.
with your messy self,
What's up?
Mr. Landlord?
I'm not messy at all. I say what I say sometimes and just jump off. It's just so folks don't be saying the
Uh-huh.
right thing sometimes. That's all. That's all.
What you been up to?
Man, the same thing y'all been up to, listening to this bullshit.
Well, what you think about this bullshit?
All this, it's all bullshit. Been on this motherfucker for so long and shit. I mean, folks pass away and it is what it is. And I could have empathy for the folks who were truly in these folks' lives, but to sit and say, I mean, yeah, something was to happen or whatever to, folks I had contact with on here and shit, I'd be like, man, oh damn, that's fucked up. Shit, that's fucked up. But to be into getting to where I'm crying and all that type of shit, nah, man, nah.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
if it's that serious to you, when shit like that happens and shit, man, why get on and tell anybody about it? Because y'all homegirl, she put up she put the link up for the obituary and all the shit, and it mentioned old girl, but man, it mentioned old girl in some video game life shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like this is online relationships and stuff. I mean, yeah, you could take it, be like, oh damn, you know, that's fucked up, damn, that's messed up. But overall, these not your people. They're not your, we're not each other's people like that. Unless you just really just hang out and really meet a person and close up to where I shook your hand, I gave you a hug. But that's just my take on it. That's just my
I
take.
think it depends also on how long you've known the person. If you spent a lot of time with them, like I'm gonna say this: if it was like you, landlord, I'd be sad about it because I don't know you that well, right? But
Yeah,
I wouldn't be like, you know, fell out on the floor, I'm crying kind of thing. But if something happened to the hood table, baby, I'm falling out in the flow. I'm losing my shit. You know what I'm saying? Because that's my girl. I've known her for a very long time. You know, there's a difference. I think it depends on the connection that you make with a person.
Yeah, it definitely depends on the connection because there are some people on
I can
here.
see
If
that.
I was
I
to
can
hear
see
that,
that. I can see
I would
that.
be
I
on
can
my
see
way
that.
down there. Like if some people on here, I ain't gonna hold you. I'll be on the next plane. Like where's the service at? Like
I
for
can see
real.
that.
That's
But
for
yeah,
some people, but everybody else is like, rest in peace, my condolences. But you know how it is, you know, even in church, when people pass in our lives and stuff, you gonna get the people that show up and ain't talked to them in 10 years, had a beef and all
exactly.
that. They be the
Exactly.
main ones falling all out over the casket.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I just thought
So, I
about the
mean, I
crazy
get it. I get
Good
auntie.
it.
night, C Hats. Good night, C Hats.
I get it. I definitely get it. I definitely get it. But yeah, that's just my stance on it all, man. I mean, it is what it is. You know, I hate
I
that
mean, the
happened to
landlord, I ain't gonna care
whatever.
because he's supposed to come here for Valentine's. So I'm like, get that
So
motherfucker some
yeah,
chocolate. Put some
and my
chocolate hearts
bad,
in
my
that
bad,
casket.
my
No, I'm just
bad,
playing.
my
I'm just playing, landlord.
bad. I know.
I'm just playing.
But no, I mean, no, I've been on this motherfucker for a minute, and I get along with who I get along with. And like I said, if something was to happen like that, it'd be like, damn, that's messed up. You know what I'm saying? But you know, to be sitting here like this nigga going on this world tour. Oh, I cried to Clyde, I cried to this person, and all this and this, that. Come on, man, get the fuck out of here.
And from what I heard, because like I said, I haven't really spoke on it because I don't, you know, I don't know her that well, so I'm not gonna be fake on that shit. But I did hear, you know, that Lemon had did something or disrespected them or
Oh
you know
yeah, they was
something.
funking. Yeah, they was
And
funking like a motherfucker.
yeah.
They was into it. Them niggas wasn't fucking with him for a bed. Yeah, they got into it. So what you crying for? It's
Well, you know,
content.
it's like somebody I know who mother had passed away, and the mother wasn't a bad mother, but the daughter was just a fucked up daughter, right? And so she was always mean to her mom, and you know, just real disrespectful and stuff. And when her mom suddenly, I mean, suddenly passed away, there's no mother. I'm sorry. There's no, you know, when somebody suddenly goes, they're gone. And after that, they were the main one. Like they were depressed and stressed for years and years, and you know, couldn't eat, couldn't sleep because they felt guilty. Their conscience wouldn't let them. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? And Mrs. Brown, come back, baby. I was just about to add you on. I was about to put my banner up, so come back if you want to. But yeah, some people would be like that too. You know, they know they did something wrong, and then somebody passed away, and there's nothing you could do after that.
Yeah, it definitely ain't. I mean, you got to live with that guilt. You
Yep.
just got to live with it and figure out how to live with it. But you got to live with that guilt. So you know.
And I feel
Yeah.
like when you have guilt like that, you guys. Now, this is just my opinion, y'all. When I feel like when you have guilt like that you just try to live better each day. That's the only way you're gonna make up
If
for it.
you got guilt like that, you did some real fucked up shit.
Mm-hmm. You just gotta
And
try to be a better person. That's the only thing I can think of.
I think 7 out of 10 people are not gonna do that. They're gonna feel that guilt for that one little hot second. Especially when it comes to this YouTube shit. They're gonna feel that guilt for that little hot second, and then this shit is over with. New content is coming. New content is coming.
Mm-hmm.
It was funny to see that Jay Dunn asked questions today. It was like, hey, ask him if why all your supporters keep dying.
Oh no, she did. Ooh.
Yeah. So
Oh, Jay Dunn. Charlie, did you hear that? Oh.
No, I didn't. I just heard what landlord said, and I was like, "Oh,
Yeah, she asked that question. Why your supporters keep dying?
Oh my God.
Whoever in the Discord, she said, "Hey, maybe the witch that was in the Discord is the reason for this." And it's like, damn, nigga, God, that's crazy than a motherfucker.
Wow. Jay,
That's why I
you
fuck
know
with Jake.
what?
Jake
I
asks
fuck with
questions.
Jay. I fuck with
Jay
Jay.
don't hold back. She don't
Jay,
hold back that."
Jay done.
Jake
Jay
asks the
Dizzle.
questions. I fucks with Jay.
I love my Jay Dizzle. That's my Jay Dizzle for shizzle.
You know,
And
Jay Dunn is like Deanna. We got questions.
there are some people that don't hold back and they got inquisitive minds.
Hey, and there's nothing wrong with that. Folks shouldn't be crucified because they speak and say what they need to say or need to be said sometimes. Everybody is trying to be buddy and shit with folks.
Well, sometimes I'm too damn nice and friendly. I know.
Oh yeah, you definitely are. Yeah.
Mhm. That's why we love her.
I'm a friendly mofo.
Right. I'm very friendly too. I actually really
You
am.
are too.
No,
Yes,
both of
you
y'all.
are.
Oh, y'all both hella friendly.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all both hella friendly.
Sometimes we need that mean friend.
Yeah, I'm hella friendly until I'm not.
Charlie,
Yeah.
Charlie, I think yours is because you the beef sector resident white girl. So
Probably.
I call her my white chocolate landlord. That's my white
she
chocolate.
the white chocolate. I mean, hey, I get it. I understand it.
The white people now
and I wasn't meaning that in no hate type of way, but yeah,
no, they need to thank me because I'm the OG that paved the way for them.
I know a lot of people be like, "Fuck all the other ones. That's the only OG. That's the original gangster up in this motherfucker." Like,
It was me and one other white person that I ain't seen in forever, ever. There was a couple more, but a lot of people didn't like them, so we ain't counting them. It was me and Sweet Home Alabama. And I ain't seen Sweet Home Alabama since that shit went down with Lady Nika, so I don't know where she
I ain't
is.
seen her since that shit went down. Now that other one, the one with the real strong Russian, what's her name? Russian lady?
The German lady. She was also another
German
white
lady. She was cool as fuck too. I thought she was cool.
She over there in the white people drama sector now.
I know, and she be getting numbers.
Let me
she
tell
be
you what
over
it
there.
is. She came over here. Up. She learned something, right? She learned how to roast and drag. She took it over there. White people can't drag that good. I'm just saying.
Girl, I went over there one time. I don't even know how the fuck I found her over there because I haven't seen her over here in a minute. And then one day I just came across her channel. I was listening to her talk shit. I was like, yeah, that's her.
That's that beef sector coming out. You
German
that's
lady.
That beef sector coming out.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you something. I went to them sectors too, child. I went to them sectors too, and I'm like, y'all can't. Oh Lord, I tell y'all up. Y'all can't do it, baby. All
I gotta say is German lady was raised well over here.
German lady was the Elvis Presley.
Man. And her accent was so strong. Her accent is so strong. Sometimes I couldn't understand
German accent.
Yes,
damn,
yes.
That's crazy. Okay.
Yep. That's why they call her German. She's literally from German. But Newbie and Queen, hey baby, you said Charlie is not white. We love her.
Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
Charlie Bill Clinton.
I didn't hell no.
And play the saxophone.
Oh Lord. I didn't hell no. That's what I was saying. I did not have sexual relations with women though. I did in hell.
You know what? Y'all crazy. Yes, they said German lady was the original Sparkles.
That's crazy.
Wow. That kind of true though. If you think about it, German lady would feel something, she'd hit the link and she'd tell it, and then she'd drop down.
That's crazy. Hey, appreciate
German lady was on the Mess Express. Yep.
Thank you for letting me up and shit. I just came up here to discuss that just a little bit, man. But got to get back to real life right now, shit, for a minute. But man, I appreciate you letting me up, Charlie. It's always good. You know, it's always good. I'm gonna holler at y'all.
It's always good to see you too. Thanks for joining us this evening.
For sure.
All right, huh? All
All
right.
right, y'all.
Oh, wow. Now, before I let you go away. No, before I let y'all go, though, for real, Charlie, I got to tell you something, child.
What happened was, child?
Now, I've been trying to work around this yard of mine, right?
Yeah.
Every year I do a little something, to my yard. And so now I'm working on a new privacy fence and a new retaining wall, right? So why? I just, every now and then you might make a post on Facebook for recommendations. Can I get some recommendations for this? Because it's hard finding businesses, right? I mean, they're all out there on the internet, but you got to find the right ones. No scams, no whammies. You know what I'm saying? Make sure they legitimate businesses. Whoop whoop. And I also want to get like, a point of reference from people who might have worked with certain people, right? Especially when it's major work or a lot of money that you're about to spend, right?
Yeah.
So I asked for a recommendation and somebody gave me a recommendation. So the person hit me up and they came out today. Mind you, I need a new privacy fence, right?
Mhm.
And among other things, I need a new retaining wall on one side of my driveway, right? So they come over with no. What do you think the first thing you probably need if you're
Tape
trying
measure.
to? Number one, they came over with no tape measure. They were trying to do the foot measurements.
Yeah, the square
And
footage.
then I have a big, I mean, my property ain't acres and shit, but it's a nice size front backyard. And I'm looking at them, that 1, 2. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? And so then finally he was like, you know what? I'm just gonna leave and go home. I don't know why I forgot my tape. I don't know why. Come on now, you're supposed to be a businessman. That's what I thought. They were a businessman, right? So he's about to leave. I said, well, I got one in the house. I got like 3 of them, right? And so he said, oh, really? I was like, yeah. So I went in the house. I brought it out. We measured the fence on all sides because I only need a 3/4 in the back because the neighbor has one.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? I can just meet up to theirs.
Yeah, attached.
I only need 3/4 of it. Right. And so then after that, he measures my retaining wall, right? So I'm like, he said, well, you know what? I'm going to go out. I'm going to price some bricks for the retaining wall. I'm going to price some wood, whoop, 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 and I'll hit you up in a couple of days. And I said, well, don't you need to call the city and get a permit? And he started like stuttering and shit. And I was like, well, the last time I had this done, and when I got this done, when I had my yard graded down, I showed y'all the before and the after pics. My yard was hella fucked up when I bought this house, right? And every year I'm just doing a little bit and a little bit to improve it, right? Because I ain't got it like that to do it in all one lump sum, right?
That shit ain't
So
true.
I did the biggest issue was grading down the yard. And so ever since then I've been doing different shit. And so I said they had to call and they had to put the flags and all that kind of shit. And so he started laughing and giggling and rubbing his hands together.
Like bourbon? Oh hell no.
He started laughing and giggling and rubbing his hands together. And he was like, girl, he started looking side to side like somebody was listening. And I'm looking side to side like somebody's listening. And then he says, no. Don't you worry about that. I just did somebody's whole garage. I just did this and that and threw it together and they ain't got no problem.
Child.
And
They
he
trying
said,
to get you fined by the city.
He said, you just pay me half up front for the supplies and, all the kind of stuff. And then you pay me the rest when I'm done. So you mean to tell me now I'm not the smartest person in the smartest cookie in the cookie jar, but I do know that if you're going to be digging, because he has to remove all the current, the retaining wall that's there, they have to dig back the dirt because I'm extending my driveway, right?
Yep,
So
they have to get
therefore you're going to have to
permits.
be digging out dirt. And he going to tell me I don't need no permits.
Child. That's
I
ghetto.
like, I hurried up and started calling other people. I mean, first of all, that means that you ain't got no real business. You ain't got no insurance. So if you fuck my shit up, I probably gotta be chasing you down like a crackhead and trying to
That's a
take you to
shade
court and
tree.
shit. Nope.
Shade tree contractor. That's exactly it, Miss Melissa.
But you know what the funniest part was, Charlie? When I told him all the things that I wanted done, he was rubbing his hands together again. Like, oh my God, you done made my day. You done made my day. This is my first job of the season. See, I was like, what? And then he told me that what he really does, he does like in-home health care. Oh no.
Oh hell no!
You ain't got this. Ain't your business. This and no shade to the people who do side jobs, who have hustles on the side, because y'all know I'm an advocate for having multiple streams of income, even if it's a hustle. Now it's one thing to come over here and cut my grass or paint my house or something like this, but to be making a whole retaining wall and digging up dirt and putting in privacy fences and all that kind of shit, and you tell me that I don't need a city, I don't need nobody to come out here and put the little flags where we can't dig. Child.
Especially that you live in a city. Now, where I live out in the county, we don't have gas lines like that. We don't even have water lines right here because we never got connected because they said it would be a pressure problem. So we got our own well, right? So I don't have to get nobody to come out and tell me shit, right? Because I don't have that problem. But where you live in the city, yeah, you got to have them to tell you where the water lines are, where the gas lines are, all that other shit underneath the ground.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Matter of fact, when I got my yard graded down a couple of years ago, thank God I did. I mean, of course, it was a professional company who did it. I've been trying to reach the same people, but when I called, their number was disconnected. So I don't know if they out of business or I don't know, but I wanted the same people to do it because they did a great job, right? And but when I had the city come out, there was like one area in my yard where they couldn't go so low.
Yeah.
Because of what's underneath. So my yard, it looks like it's graded down, but in one area you can tell like, why don't that match the other part? Because they couldn't grade it all down the same way. So yeah, I know that you have to have permits if you're digging. I'm like, I don't know if you thought I was
and you could get hella fines for that.
Hella fines.
Like, is he gonna pay your fines if they come for you? No.
Girl, the way he was rubbing his hands and looking side to side like somebody
he trying to have you in somebody's courtroom. That's what he trying to do.
Melissa. Woo! I was like, nope. I was like, okay, thank you for, and he talking about, I'm gonna let you know in a few days what the amount gonna be. Shit.
And you gonna let him know that I went with somebody else. Thank you for your time.
That's what I'm gonna do too. I'm like,
because consultations are free, baby. I know this. I've worked with a lot of different contractors on different things. Like I've had my driveway built further out. I've had my back porch built, my front porch built. You know what I'm saying? I've had a fence put in the back. So all that stuff, I know what you're talking about. I don't have to have permits because I live out in the county. I live in the country, right? Yeah. But I do note that if I did have water lines or gas lines running through my property right here, I would have to have that even for myself. I didn't have to have no permits, nothing like that, because I live out, like I said, in the country and the county. It's different. But when they do all that, first off, he didn't even have the correct tool because it's not even a regular measuring tape that you're supposed to have. It's this little thing that runs across the ground, right? And it does like the square footage for you. I know because that's what they used to do my fence, right? It looks like a little walking thing. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but it's a big tape measure. So they can get it correct 100%. You can use a regular one, but that's not usually the way people do it.
I don't know how they usually do it, but I call somebody already. Male talking about, did he have a business card? He didn't give me shit. He just had a big Chester cheetah smile on his face because he knew he was about to make some money.
Yeah, he was just, I'm telling you, even though he probably would have quoted you something a little cheaper than an actual contractor, but with him having no license, you could also probably get in trouble for that shit too.
That's what I'm saying. And even if I would see now, what I'm not going to do is say he wouldn't have done a good job. I'm not saying that, but I also know that you obviously don't have a real business doing that. And so if anything does go wrong,
You're
then
liable.
I can't even. I mean, I'm going to be like, I can't even go after you. And then if we don't even get a city permit, like it's one thing to get a city permit and then you dig somewhere and then something happened. Okay, the city came out. They didn't mark that spot. That's not our fault. You know what I'm saying?
I love Miss Melissa. Unless he wears size 12, the measurement will be off.
You know what? And
No,
he
like
didn't look
you'll
like he
see
was
it.
no size.
The hood table, if they're a real contractor, they have this thing that walks along the ground. It has wheels on it, and it's a
I
measuring
know what
thing.
you're talking about, and it has a
Yeah,
it has a pole, like not a pole, but
yeah.
it has a
And they'll push it along the ground.
it's like a mini scooter kind of pole.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
And they'll push along there, and then they'll have somebody stand, one of their other people stand on the end of it, and they'll push it all the way to that one edge. And then, you know what I mean? And they'll tell them to write down the measurement. And then they'll switch them over and do it again to get the back side. They only do the left side and the back side. There's a reason why, because if you multiply, you get the square foot, right? If they're a contractor and know what they're doing. I know about contracting and building, and I would never try to build in the city limits without permits. I'm going to say
absolutely. That. I wasn't even about, girl, I'm telling you, when I came live today, I said I had people over here looking at my yard because I need my yard cleaned up. And then I got trees that's being taken down because some of my trees is growing like over my neighbor's privacy fence and like hanging on. The limbs are getting low because of storms. So they're like hanging on my neighbor's fence. And I'm surprised they ain't never said nothing to me, my neighbors. But I'm like, I need to just get this taken care of before it becomes a issue. Because I already had one issue with that neighbor, the story I told y'all about in the past. So I'm like, I need to get that taken down. So I'm just trying to do little things here and there. And so when he came up to me and when he told me, don't worry about no, you don't need no permit. It was just the way he was looking and laughing like, you can just tell that something is wrong by just them saying it. You know what I'm saying?
Putting in the post for the fence.
In me.
Okay.
Putting in the post for the fence, it still need permits. Any
building. I know. Like this nigga act like I was a fool.
I'm too because he sound like, we got them uncles that drink for a case of beer. For a case of beer, he'll rebuild your whole house.
Yes. Yes, Melissa, you're right though. Oh my God. I've had that done. I've done that before. I bought somebody a case of beer or
they'll work all day.
I'm telling you, they the hardest motherfucking work. You just gotta make sure you don't give them their shit until the end of the day.
Myself for a minute, y'all. I'm gonna go to the ladies' room, so I'll be right back.
And like Tanya said though, you ain't got no type of insurance, you ain't got no liability. Once they gone, you may not even see their no more.
Like if she got fined, she'd have to take him to court. If something was wrong, that's the only way she'd ever get her money back because she'd be chasing. I don't owe you nothing. I did the job.
And then if he a real shade tree, he ain't got no money to give her no way.
And that money be gone too. Be gone real quick.
Yeah, but y'all sound like us because like my parents, they live in the woods, honey. So they don't have to get permits and shit and stuff like that. Because they say they can't even get cable.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this. I don't think I could get cable. I'd have to get satellite.
That's what they have to do, like the direct TV.
Now we do have the good internet, and the only reason we got it, I'm gonna tell you the only reason we wouldn't have that if it wasn't for the city. The state of Mississippi came up with this. It's not just in my city or area now. It's starting to spread out all over the state of Mississippi. Mississippi got a grant to put fiber optic internet out in these outward parts, like for me, and our electric companies are doing it. So they're literally coming through and they put in that good ass like fiber internet where you get like a gigabyte a second and no downloads, no cutoffs, no none of that stuff. Yeah.
See, that's my only thing, because like where my parents live, I was telling before, they got 10 acres. So when I finally do decide to build, I'm gonna go out there. But the thing is, I work from home and their internet quality is trash. They have to get that green, what is it, Green Country or something.
Let me tell you something, Melissa. That satellite internet, it is for the birds, baby. Every time the wind blow, if your little satellite dish just get a hair of an inch off, your internet's out. You have to call them out to get it fixed. if it gets cloudy, too cloudy, your internet's gone.
That's what I'm worried about.
You got upload, download speeds. If you use your megabytes, your shit slows down so bad you can't even use it. It's terrible.
Because my dad keeps saying, well, we don't have the high speed because we just use it for, it's not like we working.
They just
from
using it
like
for Facebook. They just using it for simple stuff.
I'm still scared that once I get the high speed, it might be less than average, compared to what I have to have. So
yeah,
that's a concern.
Only thing I can tell you, baby girl, before you build out there is have them upgrade. Go out there, test it yourself for a good couple of days. Maybe stay with them for about a week and see what it do. Because that's the only way you'll know, right? For sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know what area they're in, and I'm not going to ask. I'm just going to tell you, out in Mississippi, I hope their state does it for them like they did it for us.
Yeah, we your neighbors, girl. We in Alabama.
Okay, because see, Mississippi done it. If Bama did it, that'd be them outlying areas. That's what they did for us. We got a grant to put in the fiber optic internet. So now we don't have to do like satellite internet.
We ain't made them advancements yet.
Hopefully they will soon.
Not where they are. Nah.
Well, when it comes to that internet, I pay like damn near $175 just for internet.
Oh, you pay more than I do.
I got like the highest speed 2 routers. I gotta have like super fast internet. And that's just for internet.
What's your per second? It's like 1 gigabyte, 2 gigabyte, 3, 4, 5.
I think it's 5. It's like I got 2 different. You know how you have 2 different strengths?
Yeah.
So
you got
one
the
of them
2G and the 5G. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, I got it's like 2 or 2.5 or something like that. And then
you got
5
the good stuff.
Yeah, I got that shit is girl. That shit is super damn fast, and all the shit that I do working from home, all my businesses, all my apps, all my yeah.
Well, my job pays for business class internet, but then like whatever I use for my personal computer, I pay for it. But I only have to pay like I think it's $80 a month, and it's high speed, But the killer part about my job, I'd be like, y'all on some old hood shit because a couple of times I'm like, I can't connect. I done called thinking there's something wrong with my computer. I done called IT. I done found out they ain't paid the damn bill. I'm like, really?
Wait a minute now. Y'all said y'all was gonna pay this bill
Right,
for me to be working here.
So they don't like include like give you like a certain amount to add to your pay. They actually pay it themselves. Oh,
right.
Okay.
Yeah, and see, we didn't merge we didn't have a lot of changes. So some kind of way it slipped through the cracks. And it happened 2 times. I was like, the first time I was really tripping, The second time I'm like, I called my boss. I said, I believe them. They ain't paid this bill again because I can't get on.
So you can't connect to your own Wi-Fi?
I probably could have, but I mean, I wanted to use this.
She want the free stuff. I mean, what's he talking about?
I never heard of nothing like that. Most jobs you use whatever internet provider you have, and they might like pay you a different, extra amount to make up for whatever you paying for working at home. I never heard of jobs just paying the bill.
Yeah, we have to have high speed routers and stuff. So they paid for a business class and they made the appointment, had folks come out and set it up. I didn't even have to do it.
Wow. Okay. What's up, Proud Glamour? How you doing, boo? Yeah, the jobs that I have that work from home,
now, not all of them have done. Not all of them have done that. This last facility I'm with, they trust to be.
So you have like internet like in one area, and then you have a totally other internet getting built differently in another area of your house.
Yep, I have 2 different routers and everything.
Wow.
Because when that internet didn't work, my home internet worked. But like I said, I wasn't going to use my home. The thing of it is, I work with patient accounts and stuff too. So it's,
it has to be secure.
HIPAA and privacy and all of that type of stuff. So
Well, yeah, you know how it is when you don't have it that way. You still have to go through the VPN and all that kind of stuff to make it private for using your home internet.
well,
So
see,
that's
yeah,
why I'm like,
if I do it on my personal computer though, it's not VPN. It's
oh,
just
you're talking
me
about your personal laptop, but okay,
desktop.
so let me. This is what I'm thinking. Okay, so I guess I was thinking wrong because I'm thinking I have my own internet. I can use the VPN, but my own laptop is not connected to the VPN. Only my work computer and their work laptop. So yours is basically it's totally separate altogether. So you can't even connect. You can't even
Uh-uh.
work from your laptop because you don't have the
Yeah,
VPN and all that.
I
Okay, I
have
got
I
you. I
have
got
my
you.
own personal desktop, and then
I got
I
you.
have the desktop that belongs to them.
I got you. I got you. I got you.
And
Yeah.
I don't use those shit for nothing but work because you
Oh,
know,
I don't either. I mean, sometimes I might hit Google to ask a question or something on my work computer, but
girl, I
other than
used
that,
to I used to
mm-mm,
use mine for everything. And then I was
mm-mm.
like, they ain't playing no more. Let me not do that.
Girl, shoot, my job when I used to work at the office, because I've been working from home for years. But when I used to work at the office, we could have like our laptops and we could have like our iPads and whatever, and have our earphones in and watch TV, watch
Really?
Love and Hip
Yeah,
Hop,
what?
whatever the fuck we was watching. Hell yeah,
The most we could
hell
do is
yeah.
most we could do is listen to the radio, maybe, or listen to music, but no watch no
Yeah,
TV.
at work we was like, shit, we do whatever the fuck we want. So of course, when they said you can start working from home now, like 2.5 years in, I was like, oh, okay, cool. I still do whatever I want. I have big ass TV on the wall in my office. I'll be watching TV on YouTube, listening to y'all,
See,
cutting up and
I
everything.
can't watch TV and work now. I like today, and I didn't even know all this shit was going on because I'm listening to T.S. Madison today. That's why when you did your thing and said you was gonna go live, I'm like, what happened? Because I didn't get no notifications for nothing. So I just went and watched, some of T.S. and Craig and them.
Yeah, I love TS and Craig. I like watching Craig by himself too, with his
Never
homies.
watched him by himself.
Yes, you gotta watch him when he's with his homies, Craig and Greg. Oh, they are
But
a hoot.
I
Yes.
love him and T.S. chemistry though.
Are
They
you
just
subscribed to Craig?
no.
You have to subscribe to Craig. If you think they are something,
Uh-huh.
Craig with his friends, his other gay friends. Oh my
Uh-huh.
God. He has this friend named Greg, and I follow him on Facebook. But he has this friend named Greg, and they are a riot when they are. You gonna laugh like you just gonna laughing. No, I mean every time you watch them, they're so funny. But
Uh-huh.
yeah, I love T.S. Madison, and I love Craig too.
Yeah, and what's the guy that worked the computer?
Oh, I love him. I be following him on IG. What's his
Like
name? That dark chocolate nigga. What's his name?
yeah, what they call
Oh
him?
my God, what is his name? Ah,
Just and it's something common.
and he's from Africa.
Uh-huh.
What is his name? Charlie, you probably don't watch T.S. Madison, huh?
When I
Oh my
just watched
God.
them today.
Nobody in the chat can help me out. I know it's only 23 of y'all in here, but somebody in here
Okay.
gotta know who does who helps T.S. Madison run her show with
And
like
I
the
can
setup and
it's
everything.
like
What is
right
his
on the
name?
tip of my tongue. I just can't get it out. It's
And I follow him on social media. Let me see if I happen to just go on here and see if his name will just pop up.
yeah.
Cause sometimes he be tagging T.S. Madison.
Cause I love the way they tease him too.
Oh my gosh, T.S. Madison. Let me see, because sometimes if you click on somebody, it'll tell you who else following them.
Mm-hmm.
So let me see. This is bothering me. I hate when I can't
Okay.
remember.
And I'm one of them people I won't remember now, but at 2 o'clock in the morning, it'll come to my mind. I hate when that happens.
Oh my gosh, we got too many mutual people in here. It'll take me forever. I see Charlie. Charlie follow T.S. Madison.
I do.
Oh, a lot of y'all YouTubers over here follow T.S.
What's
Madison.
the IT guy name, Charlie?
Look at Sir King over there following T.S. Madison.
I've been following TS and Kaya and
Hold up, our
like
girl
Tasha
Laverne.
K.
Yes.
Since like way back in
Mr.
the
Queen,
beginning of the beef
since
sector.
the Queen's Court.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
since
how
the
I
Queen's
got in the
Court.
beef sector. How you think I came through?
Yeah,
I was like,
that's how
I
we
was
all
over there.
came through. That's
Well,
how
see,
we all came through.
I never knew about them when it was her and Kaya. When I heard of TS, it was through Tasha K.
See, I was a big Tasha K supporter way back. Do you remember when she didn't have that many people in chat? And it would literally be like she would be in that one little bedroom and it was just a white wall.
And see,
Like she didn't have the studio and
probably-
stuff.
Was that when she had Teddy in there? Or this was before?
I'm talking about
the bear, the teddy bear she used to talk to out there?
yeah, she had that was before Teddy.
Okay, yeah. By the
This
time
is when
I
she would just
started-
be in her bedroom doing. She just, just started out like all the rest of us have. You know what
So
I mean?
I didn't watch her until the shit came up with Cardi B.
Oh, see, I was way before then.
Yeah, I didn't.
Oh
watch
yeah,
it.
we was way before then.
And
Yeah,
then
we was.
remember the episode when Tasha had TS on her show, and she tried to make it seem like because they were talking about R. Kelly, and she pulled the glass out like she was peeing in the glass. Y'all remember them?
I remember.
She really had just poured some tea or something in there, but that was my first time seeing T.S. Madison on that episode.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't know who she was before
Mo, his name is Mo.
Mo. I know it's something simple.
Yes, his name is Mo.
They be getting
He
Mo
is
a
so
hard time.
handsome with his chocolate self. He is so handsome.
And he always Maddie, don't do that. Maddie, really? Really, Maddie?
And his laugh. Oh my God, his laugh is so infectious when he be laughing. Oh my God. And a lot of times when he really gets tickled, you can tell he got tears coming out of his eyes. You're like, oh my God.
I remember Proud Glamour. I remember when Lovely T and her was beefing. I remember when her and
I remember that too.
Oh, yeah.
Sweet Ma was beefing.
I remember that too.
And
Sweet
you know
Ma
what?
used to be beefing with everybody.
Yeah, because didn't her and VS fall out one time?
Do you know what happened? Let me tell you something. Do you know how the Sweet Ma and Tasha K beef stopped?
Huh.
Okay, so VS was live one night. It was late at night. It was like 10, 11, 12. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of late. It was real late. Back then, we'd stay up, but not like that. You know what I'm saying? Not like we do now. Like, it was late. I don't remember. Maybe 1, 2 o'clock.
And I thought I think I was in this live.
And I was in there
She had
just
both of them
chatting
on there?
away. Yeah, well, see what happened was Sweet Ma came in, or Tasha K, I think, was watching, and she had came in, but I think Sweet Ma came in first. And she started talking to her. She's like, can I end this beef? So then Tasha K popped in. And when they both popped in, that's when she got the shit to end between
I think I was
Tasha
in
K
that
and Sweet
live.
Ma. It's one of her real late live nights. She used to do them at like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
She just laying in the bed too, if you remember back in the day. Just laying in.
Yeah,
we had the Chronicle Bathroom Chronicles.
I was gonna say I remember when I first started watching her. I think she had some green shower
She used to
curtains
always
in
do
the background.
her hair in the bathroom.
But remember when she had like the green? I think was
the
it green?
struggle. We called it the Struggle Bathroom Chronicles.
Yeah, because she was. I remember her sitting in the bathroom. You could see the shower curtains behind her, and that was back around the same time she did that marathon live around Valentine's Day or something like that. When her and what's his name, Zero Tolerance, had went live and was talking bad about her, and then she turned around and you know how that went off.
Her and him always had a I love you, hate you relationship. Like
Right.
one minute they beefing, the next minute they brother or sister, the next minute they beefing again, and you're like, child, you know what I'm saying? It was always a thing. Like,
See, that's what I was saying earlier. I want to make it as a big sector content creator because you pissed me off one time and I'm done. I'm done. I can coexist, but I'm not gonna be on your panel. You're not gonna be on my panel. I'm an Aries. I'm very.
That's how I am.
You hold a grudge, Miss Melissa.
But I was just saying earlier.
I don't hold a grudge. Like I'm not revengeful or anything like that. But when I'm done with you, when I walk away, that's it.
I'm gonna say this. Me, myself, and I. It depends. It depends on the situation. Like if we had like a little beef and it wasn't really that serious and it was superficial. When I say superficial, I'm talking about your stomach, you talking about my hairline, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it don't go far. I can absolutely get over that. Me and Trent's done made up and all that, right? So I can get over that stuff because it wasn't serious, right? But when you start messing with my real life, you mess with my child, you mess with anything that, not forever. It's up and stuck, bitch, for life. That's the type I am. Like I can, if it's a little like nothing burger, if you get what I mean, I can move forward with that because I already forgot about it 6 weeks after the fact. But if it's something where you constantly on my neck, you constantly bother me and I ain't bothering you, or it's the situation to where like it went too far, you start talking about my kid. No, it's upset. If you ever talk about my kid, it's over with. I ain't never gonna be cool with you. We can't talk. I ain't looking at you. I ain't gonna be on panel with you.
Well, that's what I be saying. But then I said earlier in my show today that I know for some people it's all about the content. It's more about the content than what really happened.
But my personality ain't built like
Yeah,
that.
mine not either. My personality, like I can't fuck with people who are against me. And that's in real life. And I understand this is YouTube and it's for content, but you can't like fuck with me in my real life and then I still be at any amount of time. Like, you know how some people on here be like, I can be neutral. I mean, not neutral, but I can be cordial. Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
No, I'm just going when if you there, I'm not. That's why I couldn't get past the fact I'm still sitting here like, so Envy and Lemon, all right?
Yeah,
way.
Right after all that was said, done, for a good hour or more, they talked and they cool. You know what I'm saying?
People be thinking it's fake because Envy's what he'll never hit my pillow again. Never. He took it too far. When you started going after RNY, you took it too far. When I say never, I mean that shit.
From the bottom of my heart. From the back. Like when I'm done,
I ain't got to put it on family. I ain't got to put it on nothing. Just know if I said I'm done, that's it.
These motherfuckers, they be putting shit on their kids, on their mama, and all kind of shit, and be back pulling pussy popping.
Right.
And Proud Grandma said, oh, I remember that. That's what I was about to say. Proud Grandma, just reading some of the comments, y'all. She said, was y'all at the pajamas party on Easter Sunday at Lioness of Judah? I was not there, but I watched the replay. So I was not there, but I watched the replay. This was a long time ago.
Because I remember Lioness of Judah being in, wasn't she in Tracy Chat all the time?
This was like, what, 8? This was like 8 years ago, 9? Yeah, this was a long time ago.
I don't think I've ever been on her channel.
Maybe before then. It was forever ago.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't here for the Miss Gina stuff, or like when I came on, Miss Gina that was when she was having the cash out parties, and then she got mad at Jay Wilson, and I was there when her and Five fell out. But as far as like old stuff that I hear y'all talking about with Gina, I wasn't here for that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like Miss Gina, even though some people say she was a scammer.
She got me scammer vibes.
She was supposed to have, I remember one year, this was before the Rona, because I was supposed to go to several different meet and greets. And one of them was supposed to be hers for her birthday, and I was going to make her a cake. And of course, the last meet and greet before when the Rona first hit, Sean Bradley was having his shit. I was supposed to go down there to Vegas and do all the desserts there. And then Deanna, she was supposed to have her shit that same season, and I was supposed to do
I remember Deanna.
Yeah. That's something that I like to do. Even if I go to a get together or something like that, I usually will just make desserts and bring it to wherever I'm going. But I definitely want to do that for Deanna and Miss Gina and Sean and things like that. But yeah, that was when the Rona hit and everybody had to cancel their plans. But yeah, I was gonna go out to the Shy, and I was gonna drive out there.
I think the Rona started shutting down stuff the same weekend that they did the show in Atlanta. Like here.
Yep, right? Because they were out of town and they were worried about that. Yep.
Yeah, that same weekend we started getting shut down and all of that and realized how serious it was.
I remember because Uncle Tim was really concerned.
Oh yeah,
You know,
yeah, yeah.
with his, you know, what's going on.
Him,
He
you
was
know,
really
him, you know,
concerned. Right.
compromise. Yeah.
Right. So he said he's not coming back to the. Remember, he said he's not coming to the
Uh-huh.
next one if they have another one. I
And
remember.
you know, that was another one. Well, when him and Jay saw each other, I expected, you know, a little bit more fireworks. So I'm like,
Well, Uncle Tim was giving the fireworks now, but Brother Jay Wilson was on the other side eating some chicken.
yeah,
Brother
but
Jay Wilson, like,
I
I would
still
call the
don't
police.
feel,
I would call the police on you. You
I
come around.
still don't feel like it was that same animosity. You know what I'm saying? It was a little more relaxed animosity.
From
Cause
Uncle
here,
Tim?
yeah, because hearing both of them talk, you would have thought the first thing Tim would have did was slap the taste out of his mouth before he
Okay, well,
even said anything.
as far as striking, but as far as like maybe going at him verbally,
Oh yeah, they do
he
that.
was on 10. Uncle Tim was on 10. Jay Wilson was sitting there with his little chicken wings.
I
Like,
remember. I was
you
there.
know, like he ain't give he ain't, it was so funny because see that's the thing. It's certain people that you can't even have an altercation with because you know they're gonna call the cops on you. So that's why a lot of times I always say on here the shit that people do, all that rah. You see them in person, they ain't gonna do shit. They ain't gonna bust a grape. They gonna call the cops on you. So it's not even worth. I'm not gonna ever get on here and be arguing and going back and forth with somebody when I know for damn sure they ain't gonna do nothing in real life.
And see, the only one that I heard that really was ready to move some was D Ramsey because they said they had to hold her back when
Girl,
When Nicole got
I
there.
still don't know because I don't I don't know. So I guess growing up fighting a lot, it's like ain't nothing people can do to hold you back. If you really want somebody, ain't nothing nobody can do to hold you back. And that was a lot of reason why my mother, every time I fought, whether it was at church, outside, up the corner, around the block, at the basketball, it don't matter. If she got word or when that I was fighting, she didn't do shit. She didn't blink a fucking eye because she knew there is nothing that anybody can do when I'm fighting. There's nothing when I'm ready to claw somebody's eyes out and whoop somebody's ass, there's nothing you can do.
You was a little Tasmanian devil,
Oh,
huh?
that was my. Did you hear me say that before? That was my nickname, Taz.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, because I can go. I
I'm
be going
picturing
zero
from
to
your
like
description.
because I could go like 0 to like 100 in 2.5 seconds. That was one of my nicknames in the street, Taz. And the other one
Wow.
was Munch. I went by Munch as well because a lot of my friends were like damn near 6 foot tall, and I'm like 5'3", 5'2", 2.5, 5'3".
Yeah,
So they
I've
call
heard
me
you
Munch
talk
for
about Munch
Munchkin.
and Pooh.
Yeah. And Pooh was my family's nickname.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they used to call me Taz. There's nothing. If I had something to do, ain't no talking and arguing and spitting and all. Bitch, what's up?
So
Shit.
you the
Just
picture
fight and
you
get it
the
over with.
if we flip to on site in the dictionary, your picture be up there, huh?
Girl, on site. If on
On
site was a
site.
motherfucking person, I'm so serious. I'm so serious.
And see, I'm very even tempered. It take a lot to piss me off, but like usually it's got to be some type of disrespect going on. I don't tolerate disrespect from nobody. So
Mhm.
that's my 0 to 100.
But
But
see, I don't fuck with people though, Mel. That's the thing. I ain't nan one fight that I've been in. I started.
yeah, you don't act, you
Not
react.
nan. Not Nan. You know Nan? Y'all remember that song? What was that? By
Mhm.
Trina? Was it?
No,
Trina and
Trick Daddy. Yeah. You know
Mhm.
Nan? Not Nan.
Not
Not
Nan
one
Little.
fight ever in my life did I start. Because I'm not a shit starter. I don't fuck with people. Like Landlord
Mhm.
was just up on here and we were talking about Charlie nice and I'm nice. I said I'm nice until I'm not. You fuck with me, you disrespect me, you come at me sideways. Like I'm not an
Yeah,
arguer.
that's my
No.
thing. And you know what? What really had me showing my ass? Do not blow at me if I'm in my car and the light just changed. I be ready to park that motherfucker, get out and fight. Like who the fuck is you blowing at the damn light? That's one of my pet peeves. That set me off.
Girl, I remember one day we was riding around with my homegirls. Oh Lord, we was riding around with my homegirls, and somebody cut us off, or they did something, and they was
Mhm.
acting a hot mess on the road. Girl, we must have chased up with them. Every water bottle we had in the motherfucking car, bam, bam, all up against their car, up against their car windows. Man, I mean, when I tell y'all, we used to be roguish. Do y'all remember that word?
Yes.
I used to be roguish
Road.
in a motherfucker. Like I said, I never fuck with people, but if people fuck with me, oh, it was on and popping.
Oh, wait a minute. Well, I think we might have two different meanings of roguish. What your roguish is?
Roguish is when you just doing some fucked up, retarded ass shit, like
Nah.
just
Oh,
some dumb shit. Like roguish, like you going out there, I mean, I can name a whole bunch of things like fighting, like
like when they say it's a road cop.
oh no, that's rogue. I'm talking about roguish.
See, I figured it had a different meaning because where I'm from, roguish mean you steal.
That's what I'm saying. You steal, you fight, you
No,
break
I'm
in,
talking
you
about
break
like
in people apart. That's why I said roguish can mean a lot of things, but
right.
it can also just mean bad behavior.
Okay. Yeah.
It can mean
Yeah.
real bad behavior.
Yeah. Here, if you say somebody roguish, I'm hiding my stuff because you finna steal it.
Girl, you ever bust somebody window out? You ever slash some tires? You ever put sugar in tank? You ever? I mean, roguish can mean a whole bunch of shit.
Learn
Shit
something
in
new.
the hood we was roguish. We would do some fucked up shit sometime. But as far as fighting people and shit like that, I never started shit. I was always what do you call it? Like the person who starts shit and then the person who reacts. I'm a reactor.
Yeah. Yeah. I do. I say you don't act, you react.
I'm a reactor. Reactor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I agree.
And then when it came with, growing up with your friends and cousins or whatever, it's like whatever they was on, we was on. Shit, we running up at somebody's house at 2 o'clock in the morning. Where you at? I'm in bed. Wake up. All right. Like
Nah, that ain't me.
yeah, that's the shit we was on.
That
That's why I
is not
said
me.
She was on
my
some
first
thuggish
son,
shit.
my
She was
Yeah.
first
thugging.
son, my
See,
first son, to this day, I say he was a blessing from God because that was the only reason that slowed my ass down in the streets. That was the
See,
only
we'd have
reason.
called you a ruggish, thuggish bone.
No, when I tell you, I'm so serious. Like I told the story before when he was like 5 months old and I got a call at like 1 o'clock. Let's ride. All right. My brother's already spent the night at my house. I'm out. I'll see y'all later. Man, the shit that we got into, like it was when I got home, I'm just saying when I got home, I kissed the ground as soon as I got out the car, ran in the house, kissed my baby. I said never again. That's how close it was to me probably. And then there was other things that I'm not gonna tell everything on myself, right? But there was
yeah,
times that I could have faced a lot of time. I mean a lot of time. I've been on probation, I've been in and out of courts. I mean just a lot of shit that could have happened to me where y'all wouldn't even know me to this day. So when I say my son was a blessing from God, like he was. Like he was, because at that night when he was 5 months old, that was like was that the last time? Okay, that was the last time for that incident. But there was another time later when But anyway, let's focus. Okay,
girl.
that
Uh,
the main just understand
uh,
that he is the reason why I slowed down and I
yeah,
stopped doing. And when people say let's go. We got an issue, whether it's family, cousin, sister, brother. I slowed down because of my son. Because I was like, who's going to raise him? Who's going to check after him? Mind you, my son has seizures. He has severe asthma. He was a very sick baby. So mind you, that night it just was like when you just see
that aha moment.
that aha moment. Like I know I could have. I didn't escape. I didn't have judges say if I see you back in this motherfucker again. You know what I'm saying? And so that night I was like, I got home by the grace of God without being arrested or from the shit that went down. And that was like it. I was like, I have to look out for my baby because I can't depend on nobody else.
Girl,
and that was real shit.
I'm
Real
I'm
shit.
I'm that friend. Somebody gotta live to tell the story. So
I'm
y'all
not that
handle that?
friend. I'm that friend that's gonna fuck a bitch up over your ass. But
No.
I didn't hang with nobody but people of the same. You know what I'm saying?
Birds of a feather,
We
huh?
was all, yeah. And like I said, when I say like my family, like I didn't have friends and family come on here. My brothers talk, on my show before in the past. And we talk about some of the shit we've been through growing up. But it was like that. Everybody was from the streets. We had gangsters, we had drug dealers, we had murderers. One of the best preachers in our city right now is a murderer. And that's my cousin. You know what I'm saying? He went to
Mhm.
prison for years from killing somebody. He killed his own brother's girlfriend's sister. You know what I'm saying? So like we got murderers in our family, we got drug addicts, we got drug dealers, we got gangsters, we got
Mhm.
preachers, we got teachers, we got bankers, we got doctors, we got everything you can think of in our family, just like a
Uh-huh.
lot of people do. But back in the day, a lot of us was real hood and roguish.
Look, my brother is the one. Um, all he wants you to do is point him out. He don't want it. He was like, fill me in on what happened later. Who ass I got to whoop?
Thank you. But I was the same way. My cousins and brothers were like that too. But us girl cousins, we was the same way. Because one thing, our boy cousins, they didn't like to get into it with females. So what did they
Mhm.
do?
Come get y'all.
I get my cousin on your ass.
Like
I get
like
my
Lemon
sister on your ass.
Lemon said he'll get his sister
And
on.
we was on that ass. And
Who
don't
was
let us
he
call our
threatening?
cousins shit as well known as my family is around this bitch. You say, let me call my cousin such and such. Oh shit. Them niggas trying to Hey, can I get a plea deal? Can I get nah, fuck you, nigga. Shit.
Girl,
Mm-mm.
one time
You don't want my family to roll up. Mm-mm.
I was talking to this guy one time and he had said something real out the way. And I told my brother about it. He was like, you still got his phone number?
Yep.
Gave it to
Where
him.
he at? Where he live at? Where he work at? Who's his girlfriend? Who's his baby mama? What's their last name? All that shit.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's my brother.
Yep. But some people grow up and they move on from that life. So that's why I also say when people be going at each other on here,
Uh-huh.
y'all have no idea who some of these people might be in real life, where they came from, who they
Right.
fuck with.
Yep.
Y'all have no idea. And anybody can be touched.
Yeah, because like even in real life, you can been dating a person for 15 years and still not know
Yep. Absolutely.
or what they capable
Absolutely.
of.
Absolutely. And as a woman who has lived with guys before, like my son's fathers and whatnot, I can testify to that. But not
Mm-hmm.
only that, but people just know you can live with somebody, you could date somebody for years, and then as soon as you move in with them, oh my God. Oh my
Mm-hmm.
God. Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? Pick up after. I mean, like, and then motherfuckers really think like, oh, she nagging. She always nagging. Like, no, your ass is nasty. Did your mama raise you? Like, why you can't put the seat down? Why you gotta piss all over the floor? Why you gotta do this? Who's picking up your clothes today? Not me. I mean, child, child. And I
Mm-hmm.
can't stand to clean up after nobody. Like every time I hear somebody say they had to clean up after their kids or clean up after a grown ass person in their house, I like that shit would be in the trash. I threw many a shits away when my kids was growing up.
Mm-hmm.
Many a shits. Did I tell you to clean up your room more than once?
Our
Oh,
mama did
okay.
that. Let me tell you,
Okay.
she scared me when I little big kid at the time, right? Little big kid. So she didn't actually throw it away because I was real little. But she told me to clean my room, and I had my toys left down in the room, right? So she put everything in a black garbage bag and toted it out like she gonna put it in the trash. Thank God it wasn't trash day, but she acted like it. You get what I mean? And
Mm-hmm.
she got me real good with that because I was over here crying. I was like,
You
and
doing the ugly cry.
yeah, I was doing an ugly cry, child.
I'm
She
like, you
ended up,
gonna learn today? You gonna learn
She
today. You ain't got no motherfucking maids, and we don't keep no messy ass house. To this day, I don't keep no messy ass house because I was raised.
and she ended up giving it back, but she said, "Did I teach you a lesson, right? You gonna clean that room?" Yes, ma'am.
But don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Because even when my sons was living with me after the age of 18, they know that their room is their room. My room is my room. The main parts of the house has to be absolutely clean at all fucking times. The bathrooms, the kitchen, the living room, the dining room, even my basement, the finished basement, the bathrooms down there has to be clean. Everything has to be clean. Now your bedrooms, that's your sanctuary. If I can walk through there and not trip all over shit, you good. But if I have to walk through your room and worry about stabbing my toe on something or tripping on something, then we got a problem. So, especially when they got grown and shit, I didn't give a fuck if they left their room and didn't straighten their bed. Now, when they was kids, of course they had to straighten their bed. But once they got grown and they going to college, they cleaning, they working, they whatever. I didn't give a fuck. As long as the room wasn't messy, I didn't give a fuck. But let me go in there and I gotta fall and look over shit, or it's a bad smell in here, like you ain't did no laundry. We got a problem. And that's even with grown ass kids. I don't care if you grown, at least leave it in some type of order in your bedroom, because this is still my house.
When I walk into, my daughter hate for me to go in her room. If I fix her something to eat, she like, I'm coming. Because if I come in that room, I don't even have to say nothing. I just kind of look from the floor to the ceiling. She like, I know.
My grown ass sons, I walk past their room, open the door, clean this bitch up, shut the door.
Yeah,
they get to cleaning.
I don't even have to say it. I don't even have to say it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I done that a lot of times too. Just walking there, looking around, and they already know. From the look, you just looking around, looking disgusted and busted.
Yeah, it's that facial expression.
It's that facial expression. They be like, "Mom, I got this. Mom, chill out. I got this." Oh, it'd be so funny. Not at the time, but in hindsight. But it's not funny to them because they know I don't play. The thing I always teach my sons is when you get your own shit, you don't ever want to be embarrassed when somebody comes over your house, especially if it's unexpected.
Mm-hmm.
Your house should always be welcoming. It should always be clean. You don't never know who might need to come over or stop by. And you got to run around with a chicken with his head cut off, to clean up. Like, no, you shouldn't have to do that. If somebody pays a visit. I understand we ain't no married, no, what do they call them thieves? What they call them thieves? Mary maids.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't no Mary maids or nothing like that. I ain't saying that I could eat off the floor, but I mopped my floor the other day. Did I mop today? Was it today? Yeah, I mopped today. But even if I did mop my floor today, that don't mean I can eat off the floor. But at least have it in some type of decent in order.
Yeah.
And I learned that from my mother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, me too.
I'm so proud of my son. He keeps a clean room. He helps like unload the dishes and do things. But when I was young, she don't do it as much as she used to. Her OCD used to be real bad. Like I'm talking about real bad. You could eat off my mama's floors. Like I'm not joking.
Mm-hmm.
That's how clean she kept it. But it's because you got to think she had severe OCD. She would say that a mop would not clean the floors good enough, that she would get down with a rag. I am not joking you. The walls, you could lick them bitches if you wanted to. I'm just saying she was OCD really bad. So I got a little bit of
how
it.
clean somebody is, I'm still not eating off their flow. But I take
never
take
did
your word
it, but
for it.
I ain't never
take
did
your word
it.
for it. But I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. Like really, really clean.
Yeah, my mama like that too.
That's where see, that's the thing. That's the difference with the generations. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Some of these younger people, I go over their houses, and I ain't gonna hold you. Some of them might be family members, and I go over their house, and I'm like, what the fuck? Your mama didn't. I know your mama didn't raise you like this. I know your mama. You know what I'm saying? Like, get the cleaning in this bitch. What the fuck is going on?
I let one of her little friends, a little white girl, I let her spend the night because I don't let night spend the night nowhere. But if she's a good friend and I trust them, they can spend the night over here. So usually when she comes, I take them to the grocery store. I tell them get whatever snacks you want, stock up, and my only thing I ask is that y'all better leave, because you know how it is when the girls hanging out. Y'all better leave things the way you found them. If it wasn't nothing, no trash in here or whatever, when you leave, it should be the same thing. So
Yep.
I got home, I had, and I've always been real calm around her friends and stuff. But honey, I woke up about 11 o'clock, went down the hallway and looked at that living room, came back in the night room, cut the light on. I was like, if y'all don't get y'all motherfucking asses up out of here.
Girl, that's me. That's me. My son's friends know I will cut. Fuck your friends. I will cuss your motherfucking ass out from Monday through Sunday in front of your friends. Shit. What? I mean, I understand kids don't like to be embarrassed, but when a kid is doing something they absolutely know they shouldn't do, or showing out or something in front of it, no, shit, and they friends be just up there.
Girl,
all y'all motherfuckers better get in here and clean that shit up. All right, Miss Ty. Okay.
It was the exact opposite though, because the little girl, she had never seen that side of me. When I tell you, and me and Naya still laugh about this. When I tell you that girl got up and went down that hallway on 10 trying to get everything cleaned up, and I was like, I believe I scared her. Because Naya, she tuned me out. She used to hear me fuss. But I scared the shit out of her. She was down there cleaning like she was Miley the Mid.
Shit, them kids come up. Where you think you going? Where you think you going? Because see what used to happen when my kids was younger, they used to have company over, and then their friends would leave, and they had to clean up everything by themselves. Yep.
Mhm.
But as they got a little bit older, I said, y'all know y'all didn't make this mess. Why don't y'all make y'all friends clean up with you? You know what I'm saying? So shit, but how, okay, you remember that time when somebody got on pizza because she cussed out her daughter? And I was
Yeah.
like, y'all
We
motherfuckers got
talked
me
about
fucked
that.
up. Y'all got me fucked up. I wish somebody would talk to me about me cussing my kids out. I wish the
Right.
fuck you would. Okay? Because I would cuss them motherfuckers out whenever the fuck I want to. Shit. And so anyway, my friends, they friends, they used to that shit. They know. But see, the thing is, just our environment is not uncommon for a parent to cuss their kids out.
Yeah.
It's not uncommon for somebody to cuss your kid out if your kid is in the wrong and they doing something and they see your kid. The fuck wrong with you? I know your mama don't have me. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't do that sweet talking, that coddling and shit in the hood. That ain't us.
No.
I don't know
Mhm.
where some of these people be raised, but that ain't us.
And not only gonna get cussed out, right, by your auntie, your uncle, your friends, mama, whatever. They gonna go back and tell your mama and daddy, and you gonna
And you
get it
gonna
again.
get cussed out again. Like, you what?
You better hope you're not acting up too bad.
What the fuck y'all on? These motherfuckers on this motherfucking internet. Like they know they mamas that cussed them out 1 or 2 times during their life, if not more. But then they gonna come on here and try to drag pizza because she cussed out her motherfucking daughter. Like, y'all crazy.
The hood table, I brought you in this world. I can take you
out. You know how many times? Remember I told y'all the story how all day life I kept the CPS number on the refrigerator, the magnet. All day life I kept the CPS. Every house we moved to, I kept the CPS magnet on the motherfucking refrigerator.
You know what my mama told me the other time? I'll dial the number for you and hand you the phone.
I said, whenever y'all think y'all being abused, call. You know how Medea say, call the po-po ho? Call the po-po ho? Call them motherfuckers. Call them up. Tell them what you want.
And then my mama would tell me,
greener on the other side of the lawn.
Let them take your little ass. Let them take your little butt. You be crying wanting to come home then. And
Shit, they walk right past that motherfucking thing like it ain't even there. Like,
I'm sorry, Mama. I'm sorry.
shit, they walk past
Mhm.
that motherfucker like, and they ain't never did no shit like that. But I'm just saying, because, that was around the time period when a lot of parents was really, I mean, parents are still, some of them, still afraid to discipline their kids with spankings and stuff. And so that was around, y'all remember the outcry, like probably 10 or
Yeah, it was
15 years
some
ago.
BS. Oh,
Yeah, it was
gentle
like an outcry.
parenting.
Yeah. Shit, I had that motherfucker on there when they was like 10, 11,
And
12.
that's why they kids disrespect them now. That's why you see these little hoodlums. You know how many of us older people or we even raised our kids, like the older generation, we walk up in these stores, see the kids acting like they acting nowadays. We're like, it's a shame and a scandal. Because back in the day, if somebody else saw you act out, they had the right to whoop your ass and then tell your mama, and you'd get a secondary whooping. You know what I'm saying? Right in the middle of the store. Mama didn't take you out or take you to the
Didn't even
bath.
wait till you get home. Didn't
Right,
even
right there, right
shit.
then and there.
When we
Or
used to
she'd
cut
beat
up
your
at
plug
church,
at you.
when we
Beat
used
that
to cut
plug.
up at church, they would take us in the bathroom, and you could
Uh-huh.
they could hear you all the way in the sanctuary screaming and hollering.
And everybody's like, that's what you get. That's what
And
you get
everybody,
right
all
now.
the friends chuckling and shit when you get back and sit on the pew.
And then
What
they
you
mama
do?
get on to them. What you laughing
And
at?
then
Do you
they
want it
mama
too?
get on there. What you want some too? Yep. See,
Mhm.
that's what I call like a community. That's what I really call like a community, because you didn't let it don't matter who kid it was. If you saw them doing wrong, you stood in the gap and you advocated where necessary.
I
You
got a
know,
Mhm.
spanking for
but
laughing.
the people out here who are like abusing and tying up kids and locking them up, like kids don't understand abuse. They
Yeah.
think if they get a spanking or get grounded, oh, my life is over. But they ain't never experienced the shit that some kids have experienced in life, around the world, where they begging for food. And like remember the situation maybe a couple of months ago where the family, the husband and wife, were charged for keeping on 3 or 4 black kids locked up out in a storage shed.
That was
Y'all remember that?
I
In
didn't
North
hear about that.
Carolina? Was it in Carolina somewhere?
I'll tell you this, they had one in Pontotoc, Mississippi.
Child, this one was like in North Carolina, South Carolina, Kentucky.
They've had a
It was
couple of them.
somewhere like that.
I
Yeah.
didn't hear about that, but then I don't watch
You
the news.
didn't? Oh my
Uh-uh.
God, Mel! It was all over the place. Oh my God! It was this white lady and this white man. They had took in foster parenting these kids. It was like 3 or 4 of them, little black kids, and they was teenagers. And they instead of having them in the house, then they was getting a lot of money. They said how much money they was getting for these kids and everything, thousands of dollars every month. They had them out there laying on blankets on the floor in a shed, and they
Yeah.
locked the shed. And so the people in the community kept like trying to alert the authorities and shit, but nothing was gonna be nothing was done. Then finally somebody started recording, and they was like, oh, they only go out there once or twice a day to give them a plate of food. And then I mean it was sad. The kids were skinny. They was bony. They was malnourished. It was motherfucking and I'm Charlie. My white chocolate. But you know how it appears when it's white people and they fostering
Mm-hmm.
some black kids and they put them out in a motherfucking shed and they got to
Well,
beg for food. You
I'm
know what I'm
looking at
saying?
one
They
that
ain't got no
happened.
shower. They had to piss in a bucket, shit in a bucket. This was recently, Mel. It was all over the news.
The hood
Like
table.
months
I'm looking
ago.
at one right now because I looked up what you said. Foster parents keep kids in shed story, and it says couple sentenced to hundreds of years in prison for forcing. It was a white West Virginia couple, and this
That's
is in
them, Charlie.
2025.
That's
They
them.
adopted 5 black children to work as slaves on their farm.
That's them, Charlie. I said West Virginia. I mean, I said Kentucky, North Carolina. I knew it was somewhere over there. West Virginia. That's them. And they were sentenced to hundreds of years in prison. That's them.
Sound like a future episode of Law and Order SVU.
Girl, you know
Mhm.
that's gonna be a movie in about 3 to 9 months. You know it's gonna be a movie.
But yeah, I hadn't heard. Like I said, I don't watch the news. So I hadn't heard about that.
That's not the first story, though. That's the messed up stuff. That's not
Of
the
Yeah.
course,
first
yeah,
story
that
of
is the
people
first
doing
That
story.
that.
is sad. It's
And
so
it don't
sad.
even matter. It might be white people. It might be black people. It might be, but from the outside looking in, Nick, this is 2026, and you got some kids out there making them your slave. They had them kids gardening. They had them doing all kind of outside house shit, like painting and fixing up shit. Like these are some teenagers that should be in school,
Oh, they
and they
didn't
had
even
them
let them
locked
go to
away.
school.
They had them locked away. They was locked away all
That's
day
crazy.
until they came outside to do chores, and then they would lock them back in the shed. This was every day.
But
Hmm.
see, that's the scary part. When they, I know not all foster parents are like that, but it's like it's always a 50-50 chance you're gonna send them kids somewhere where they're gonna end up worse than they were when they got
That's
there.
why. That's why I tell people on this internet, don't be playing them CPS games because you don't never know. You know, if a kid's not in exact danger, right, and
Mm-hmm.
they okay, they got food in their belly, they got a roof over their head. Don't play them because you don't know what you're sending them into,
Mm-hmm.
and it could be
And that's
20
why I used to tell
times
my sons
worse.
the same thing. Y'all think you got it bad here because I punish your ass? Call CPS.
Mm-hmm. That's
I've done a
crazy.
lot of true crime cases, Miss Melissa. I'm gonna tell you this on these kids and these foster parents and special
Mm.
needs kids, and it's just terrible. I'm gonna tell you this. That's why I had to take a break from it. I'm just telling you, I had to take a break. It was getting on my mental, like to
It
think
gets
about it.
heavy. That yeah,
Yeah,
I did used to watch the ID channel, but as Naya got older, and she slept in here with me since she was 11 years old. So I stopped watching, one because of her, and two because, well, if I fall asleep with her, I'm gonna dream about that shit all night.
So you didn't have her listen to that dun, 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 you know that Law and Order. Dun, dun.
And she don't
You
like
know
it.
the sound that they makes during
yeah.
the
Hmm.
Pokemon.
And
I'm
I
then at the
love
telling
Law and
you,
beginning, it's
Order.
like a toot toot.
I love Law and Order.
Yeah. See, I don't care for the regular Law and Order, but Law and Order
SUV,
Criminal Intent was my favorite. Then SUV. Then
SVU.
SBU, yes,
Special
ma'am.
Victims
SVU.
Unit. SVU. That's my shit.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And then the regular one, I don't really care for that. But
Yeah, the regular one, I ain't gonna hold you though. Sometimes when I'm like just want something to watch and I can't find nothing, I would go back to those old type of TV shows. Like I would go back to the MASH. I would go back to a whole bunch of like old TV shows.
yeah.
I'll just start them all over. Like, let me tell y'all, one of my favorite ones to binge watch over and over again, like maybe
Hmm.
every 5 to 7 years, I'll go back. That's The Wire.
I've never seen the one.
Mel, I think I told you before that you don't know what you missing.
See, I don't like violent stuff. Ain't that like don't it get kind of violent?
Not every episode, but I
But
mean,
you know
it's
what?
a
I
crime
told you.
show. It's a gang. It's a crime gang. Police, shady police, bad police. I mean, it has so many aspects of the TV. I'm telling you that if you look that show up and just Google it, that was one of the best. Still one of the best
Eh.
shows that has ever hit
Now I
TV.
tell you what I
Still.
did. What I did end up binge watching was when you were talking about, what's the one with Big Meech?
Oh yes, I
Because
love that. That's my
I didn't
show.
I didn't want to watch that one because I thought it was gonna be which some of it did get
BMF, Black Mafia Family,
yeah.
BMF. Yeah, with Big Meat.
Yeah, like I don't like anything with violence in it, but that one wasn't too bad. And let me tell you, last weekend I binge watched all the episode of The Lincoln Lawyer, and you're right,
I
that
love
is a
the
good
Lincoln
show.
Lawyer. That white man, he is cute too.
Yeah,
When I
he
say if
is.
I ever, Charlie always say if I ever jump on the other side, they
Hmm.
really got to be really cute, really handsome, really sexy. I love the
Hmm.
Lincoln Lawyer. I love the Lincoln Lawyer. I love
Yeah,
that
I
show.
watched it. I watched all the way up to the last season. I
I
did all the
love
season.
that
And
show.
then over this past weekend, I watched all of the Beauty and Black.
I need to catch up. People keep asking me, Hood Table, have you caught up? I ain't gonna
It
hold you.
was
I need to
good
catch
this
up with.
time.
I need to go to the last season. That's how far behind. I need to start on the last season and catch up. But I just been too busy. I'm
Yeah.
serious. I've been so busy. Um,
See, I
just
love a good
doing
binge
things. Just
watch.
you know.
Yeah.
I just been doing a lot of shit. Oh, I need to show y'all my hold up. Y'all talk. Okay, talk.
Mm. But yeah, I be trying. Like, I don't like to watch anything too serious. Cause my thing is, life is serious enough. When I watch TV, I want it to be fun. Something funny, something entertaining. I don't really want all of that negativity. Cause I believe in energies, and if you let too much negative energy in, it starts to affect you.
I'll tell you this, I like watching some of them low budget ass films on like Tubi and shit.
I have
And
never watched Tubi.
girl, they funny. They fun. Let me explain to you why. Because
My
it's so bad.
girlfriend, my
It's so
girlfriend
bad.
watching.
It's
She
so bad.
forever telling us it look like somebody filmed it with a cell phone.
It does. That's what I'm telling you. And the reason they're good is not because they're like the best well written thing in the world. It's because you laughing the
Right.
whole mofo time at the mistakes, right? So this is one I was watching about strippers.
Mm-hmm.
And like they cut to this one part, she act like she's powing people, right? And the
Mm-hmm.
way they fall and shit. Girl, you
I saw
shook
one.
her.
Look, I saw one on like they did a clip on IG or something, and they was like, now why is it she fired the gun like 3 times, but they said you could hear the sound effects of a gun like 6 times.
Once. Yeah, or like 6.
Right, like that don't even add up.
And the way
But
they be holding them and doing it, girl, I'm just telling you, we don't watch them for what the story's written and all that stuff because it's stupid as hell, right? It's
yeah,
watching all the mess ups and laughing at them. The one that got me into it was there's this lady on here called Kenny JD. She used to do a show called Bad Movies in a Beat, and she'd doing her makeup and talking about these bad movies on Tubi. So she's the one that got me to watching them. And I'm telling you, just watch a couple of them and tell me you got to tell me how bad you laughed and how bad it was, or if it annoyed the shit out of you. That's the two things. Either it's gonna make you laugh real hard, or it's gonna annoy you. The good ones will make you laugh because you'll be like, "Oh, did you see the way she just fell sideways?" And you can tell that's fake bullet. Like you
and
just over
look,
here laughing.
my favorite line is when I'm watching movies and stuff like that. You know how you had that one person to come in and do something, and I'm always like, I wonder how much they paid him to do that. Is he even gonna get a check for that?
Oh, I'm gonna say this. I love watching them horror movies where the white woman's always
Oh,
falling and breaking her ankle. And I'm
I
always
have,
hollering at the TV, wow, wow, doing my low voice. Like
I
you
have
make all white and look like
never,
we gonna break our ankles every time. Why bitch you gotta do that?
girl, I have never watched a scary or horror movie a day in my life. I hadn't seen Jason or Candy, whatever, or I ain't seen none of them.
No scary movies at all?
Ever.
Oh,
Not ever.
wow.
I be hollering at the TV
I
too
told
much,
you,
man.
I don't like to let certain
Hey,
stuff.
Candy Cane.
I don't be liking to let a whole lot of crazy stuff get in my spirit.
Candy Cane said hey to y'all.
Hey,
Hey,
Candy
Candy
Cane.
Cane. Miss
She said they
Candy.
always talk about the bad movies on Tubi, but we watch them.
They so bad, they good. You gotta watch one if you ain't never seen it. I gotta say this to anybody out there. You gotta watch them and pick out all the terrible, bad
That's what
things
my
about it. Like,
girlfriend does, because she'll be telling us about it. Like, girl, you should have seen that shit. This some shit we could have got on there acting better than that.
yeah, that's what I be doing. She sounds just like me. I'm like, girl, did you see the way it just happened? Did you see her? Oh my God. Did you see the way she was holding that piao piao? She tried to hold it to the side and it looked funny. And then you see them like grab their chest and then it's just the way they fall and shit. It's
Right.
hilarious. It's
You know
hilarious.
what? We used to do, you remember back in the day when Master P had his little movies, I got the hook up and all that stuff.
I got the hook up. Holla if you hear me.
Now those we would do that with. We would laugh at it because we was like, everybody who got money don't need to make a film because they were horrible.
Oh, what
All
about
we
that?
did
But they
was
was
point out.
like,
All
they
we
was
did was
like
point out the bad stuff.
I mean,
they
I
was like, you
loved
know
it.
how some of them comedians back in the day they called them slap funny.
Yeah, the
It was
slap.
they were like some slap funny movies. Like
Right,
the
but
Snoop
it's supposed
Dogg
to
one.
be serious though. But they because I remember on one part Master Peter broke out in a Colombian accent. You know, kind of like the guy
yeah,
like the Godfather or somebody.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, this is what I want to show y'all. I had to put y'all on hold so I can
Okay.
show this. So I'm gonna go ahead and can I make it big? Can y'all see?
That's about as big as you
What
probably
we
gonna
looking
get
at?
it.
Okay, all right. So let me. Oh wow, that's about as big as you can get. Okay, I
Saw
guess.
that. I saw your T-shirt.
Okay, okay. So I'm gonna play. Hold on. Yeah. This is a Rep Your City. Hold on. Okay, let me hit mute. Hey y'all, hey! I'm about to deliver some more Rep Your City t-shirts. Yes. Thank you all for supporting my new t-shirt endeavors, my new t-shirt Biz Naive. I appreciate all the people inquiring and placing orders so that we can rep our city. I am rolling out with this first line of Rep Your City t-shirts for the ONE 402. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. So make sure you hit me up if you want your own t-shirt so you can rep your city as well. They come in all sizes, and the colors are white, gray, and black. And yeah, all sizes from children on up. So of course, the bigger the size, the price might differ. Okay, but please hit me up and let me know if you want your own very own Rep Your City t-shirt. Hey y'all, hey.
I love how he also just disappeared off the screen, but we still hear.
Yeah.
We still hear them.
Where we go? Where we go?
There we go.
There we go.
We was lost for a
But
minute.
yeah, that's what I've been working on all day. So besides like the house and the people coming out and contractors and shit, every time somebody come by, I have to run in there and turn my damn heat press machine off and run outside. And I was, it's been a long day, but that's what most of the time I've been spending on has been on t-shirts. But yeah, I've been doing so much. So I haven't been catching a lot of commentary like some people have.
Yeah.
So I'll be trying my best. But life be lifing. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I get it.
Yep. But is Bird in here? What's up, Bird? What's up? How you doing? I hope I said hi to everybody. I hate for people to feel like, oh, I spoke to her and then spoke to me. Nubian Queen was in here and QI and we don't be having no really big numbers like that. So when you don't have a lot of people in your chat, you better speak to everybody. Like you ain't got no reason not to, okay? But anyway, we going on 3.5, y'all. So any last minute words on anything we spoke about, whether it's children, family, the fucking fucked up ghetto ass contractor, lemon, the whole situation with calling APS or threatening to, get somebody some help, anything at all, or y'all can just say, I'm out of here.
I just want to say thank you for having me to Hood Table. And please, people, remember to wash your ass. Don't sit on this internet all day. We don't need to be walking around here smelling y'all. Okay. I love you, girl. Don't forget to hit the cash app. Right. The Hood Table 402 to pay this beautiful lady. Thank y'all all who hit that super chat. Please hit the like button. Become a member today. My broken pass has got to wait until I get some more money to renew because I had to pay $200 for my child's class.
Child, it's okay. Do you know how many memberships I had to let go of because the money? See, the thing about it is, a lot of times, a lot of us have a lot of bills to pay, kids to take care of. So if I'm a content creator and I'm up here making a good amount of money, I'm definitely going to support like the other people, who are content creators and stuff. But if my money ain't moneying on here on YouTube, I can't see buying all these memberships. I just can't see it.
I ain't paying for none right now at this
I ain't
moment.
got
I
it
ain't
like
paying
that.
for my StreamYard right now. None of it. Because when you pay out $220 something for some glasses, child, you broke for a little while.
That's what I'm talking
So
about.
I'm gonna stay broke, and it's gonna be okay because my son's straight, and that's all that matters.
See
Mhm.
the people that do support me as far as members and stuff, I'm also their members. So that's one
Yeah,
thing I
you've
can say.
always
If
been
you,
mine, and I've been
yes,
yours. You ain't
with
wrong.
Deanna and other people on here, Mel, if you ever get a membership, I'm gonna be your member too. So there's certain people that I'm definitely gonna have a
Oh,
membership to,
Miss
but
Mel is the OG over here. When it
I
comes to
can't have memberships
memberships,
everywhere.
she
That's
the
a lot
OG.
of money.
I'm
Not,
just saying.
I'm not monetized though.
But I'm saying whenever you get your memberships,
Hmm.
hey, I'm gonna be a member over there too. But yeah, I just can't be members everywhere. Shit.
I love you, the hood table, with all my heart. You were my first person to ever let me panel her with, and
I
I'll
love
never
you
forget
too.
that. You wouldn't have broke my panel hoe, Cherry. But
I
I love
love
you,
you
girl. All right,
too.
I'll see you later. Bye. Huggies, Miss Mel.
Bye.
Why I'm
Bye.
over here doing my little chair dance like, "Ew, I love you too."
Well, my final words is envy, RY, or say it
No,
like
you
lemon.
didn't say it like lemon.
Like lemon. Envy, RY, and lemon was on some bullshit today. So
You said,
that's all I got.
"Ew."
That's all I got. See you later.
I love you, Mel. I'll talk to you later. Oh my god, I do love when lemon said, "Envy, envy." You know what? Y'all mess on this Y'all know y'all mess on this motherfucking application, this YouTube apparatus. Y'all know y'all are. Huggies to you. Bird, you been in here. Oh, Charlie said huggies, beautiful people. Yeah, shout out. Shout out. Okay. Shout out to all the beautiful people. Well, our show is over. We at 3:25. Y'all know I be trying to I try to promise y'all at least an hour when I go live. We done hit 3:25, child. Almost 3.5, child. So on that note, please make sure you like and share the video. If you haven't subscribed, please feel free to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Again, I'm gonna keep letting y'all know that your girl is on the road to 9K. So please like and share the video. Help us get into the algorithm, stay into the algorithm, the aneurysm, as our beloved Bless Watkins would say. But yeah, good night, Berber. Good night, everyone. And y'all can say it with me if you want to. Listen, listen, Linda, listen. Let me take this off of here. Hold up. Okay, I took that off of there. Okay, so first of all, I want to say again, my condolences to, let's be honest, family, friends, loved ones. Um, Again, I didn't know her that well, but I just, I know people who did care for her tremendously. So I do want to say my condolences to, let's be honest, friends, family, and loved ones, including Nurse K, which was her girlfriend. So my condolences. It's been a lot going on, in this YouTube atmosphere. Some of the shit be fuck shit, some of the shit be entertaining, and some of the shit might make you gag, and some of the shit might make you sad. All that happens on this YouTube apparatus. Some of the shit is believable, some of the shit we be like skeptical. So we don't always know when people are telling the truth. We don't always know when people are running a play. That's just, par for the core when it comes with this YouTube apparatus. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, prayers up to Let's Be family, friends, and loved ones. Absolutely. Absolutely. So I just have to make sure I put that back out there because we didn't talk about a lot of stuff tonight. Um, Again, I want to shout out those who gave the super chat donations. Gemini, boy, Gemini was Gemini tonight, right? Gemini gave like 3. Wait a minute, 1, 2, 3, 4. Gemini gave 4 super chats. Dana Smith gave 1. Tay Baby, Say, baby. Said we appreciate you being you, the hood table. Thank you, you guys. I appreciate you guys as well. So shout out for those who send a super chat, and the cash apps. Of course, you know I don't be on here begging and all that kind of stuff. I always forget to even say the shit till like the end of my show. Now, I don't think I asked for a cash app all night in the last 3.5 hours. I got that bad. I don't want to be one of those YouTubers who's always begging all night long or all through the show. But I guess I need to be a little bit more consistent. But anyway, if you want to contribute or donate to the platform, you can to the Cash App $ the Hood Table 402 or the Super Chat. But otherwise, you guys, again, please make sure you like and share the video on your way out if you haven't done it on your way in. And say it with me if you want. Stay safe, be blessed, remain vigilant at all times, and always remember to keep it hood. I'm out. Bye.